don't you forget about me. Never stop calling. Till the spirit of the party starts to come alive. Till the day dawning. Can throw out all the blues and hit the city lights. Cause there's music in the air, lots of loving everywhere. So give me the night. Give me the night. It's the dime, that's wine, a little late romance. It's a chain reaction. You see the people of the world coming out to dance. There's music in the air and lots of loving everywhere. So give me the night. Give me the night. So come on out tonight and we'll leave the others on a ride to paradise. And if you feel alright, then we can be lovers, cause I see that starlight so in your eyes. Oh, don't you know we can fly? Let's give it a night. Give me the night. Insane.
Bring it. Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Welcome to the show.
You know what today is?
Today is National Milk Day.
Got milk?
I should drink milk because it'll help you grow up big. Strong.
Each year on January 11th, we observe National Milk Day.
National Milk Day.
Celebrate milk today. January 11th in 1878, vendors first delivered milk in glass bottles in the U.S.
Happy National Milk Day.
It's showtime. Yeah, good morning. It is Thursday, January 11th, 2024. Welcome to it. Good morning. Happy National Milk Day. I'm Andrew Z. Kelly Latz, Princess Property from Howard Hanna Realty. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
K2 the Baroness. Good morning.
Good morning.
And of course, Renee, our good time gal from the east side.
Whoop whoop.
Demetrius on his way in. He told me he needs an I watch. What is it? I watch. What do they call that? Wi-Fi. What is it called? Is it an iWatch?
You mean
He's a charger. Yeah.
Oh.
That's an iWatch, right?
Well,
Why can't I think of it right now?
I can't think of it now because you screwed it up so bad.
You're like, no, it's an iWatch.
Is it an iWatch? Okay.
I don't know.
It just doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound right. I don't know. I think it is though. Anyway. Look at my shirt on camera, and it looks like it's like the neck is all blown out. You know how you but you can't tell if it's a V-neck on camera. It just looks sloppy.
Well, it's because you're losing so much weight that it's like you're wearing a dress. I mean all of your shirts are so big.
Apple Watch.
Yes. Thank you. I watch.
It's an iWatch. Why wouldn't it be? This is an iPhone, right?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. It's an iWatch. Anyway, it is National Milk Day. What kind of milk you drinking these days? We're old in this house, so we've gone to the lactose-free milk. 1%. But I remember we used to drink full milk. It was just called
vitamin D.
Maybe throw in some of the chocolate powder from the tin.
Ice cream, 2% milk.
You're 2%.
I'm a 1%er.
1%. What about you, Renee?
I do almond milk.
Could have guessed that one.
Almond milk for like my protein shakes and everything. I just can't drink that.
I don't drink it. Like it's to go into coffee or yeah.
I don't drink milk. I don't just go for a glass of milk. I don't drink milk.
There's that once a year where you want some Oreos and pour me some milk.
Once a year?
I told you.
There's certain things you have to have milk for. That would be Oreos for dunking.
Oh, yeah.
For me, I have to have it with donuts. Like I just stick my donut in there and let the milk just sip up all into the donut, and then just take a bite. Oh, so
That's gross to me.
what? You don't dunk your donuts?
Oreos,
okay.
donuts.
Not
No, I
so
don't.
much. And then the other one for me with milk is I love a good bowl of cereal every once in a while, a good Captain Crunch or even
No more.
Frosted Flakes. Love them all. No, I know, not anymore. Anyway, what else? Oh, so you guys came in. You said it was snowing. I didn't know it was supposed to snow today. I thought that was Friday. So is it bad? Is there accumulation? What's going on?
It is.
It started at 2 a.m. because once I saw it, I was like, when does this thing start? And yeah, 2 a.m. was supposed to start.
And I don't know if like people are getting up earlier because they snow. The weather was bad because both days this week when it's snowing, and there's traffic everywhere on the way here. Yeah,
Not for me. I just had my whole car covered. I was not prepared.
I did get a text message at 419-345-3375. Hello, it's Consuelo. It's Renee is living made. Miss Renee makes me milk the almonds myself. Answer so bad.
just strain them. Everything. That's
I'm sure you guys agree. Like seasonal depression's a thing, right?
It's a thing.
This weather, man. It started on Tuesday when it was snowing in the morning and it rained all day, and then yesterday rained most of the day, and then today it was snow again. This weather sucks. It sucks for moms. Anyone else battle that seasonal depression?
Yeah. I take like 3 or 4 vitamin D every morning too. Try and get something.
It's not.
So you take a lot of vitamins in the morning? Like how many? Because 4 vitamin D's, that's a lot, girl.
No, I just do that in a probiotic.
Oh, okay.
Like when it comes to the seasonal, like I don't know. I feel bad this year for some reason. I think it's because I'm having the surgery and I was just sitting at home. I'm not used to just sitting at home, and then now it's just we don't have any food trucks. I'm just at home all day. I gotta get to the house. I don't know how you people work at home all day. like you just sitting there by yourself. It's got to be horrible.
Agreed.
I gotta get these people. I gotta be out with people at some point. I'm talking about just even going to the gym, watch something just to get out of the house.
I love being home alone. Nothing's better to me than getting snowed in.
Yes, I'm waiting for that.
Well, yeah, that's different.
You have people with you, your family's with you.
That's
well, not really. I mean, John goes to work no matter if it's a level 3 or not. And then obviously Justin don't live with me, and then Nicholas is always usually at school or work. So it's like I'm home.
I was looking back at a couple weeks ago. Colleen and I were talking, and there were a lot of things about COVID, but one of them was just being able to. I think the thing is, if you know you can't go anywhere, you get up in your head that you're not going anywhere. It's better. Like I remember some good times during COVID, just being at home and. Like you said, getting up in the morning, having some coffee, and just sitting on the couch. And but when the world is out there, I can't do it.
Oh my gosh. So I couldn't do it at COVID. I can't do it now. And I'm home alone. It's awful.
I know.
I hate it. I gotta have dogs because if I didn't have dogs, I think there's no way I could be at home alone.
Yeah, I gotta get out of figure out getting out of the house. I think I'm gonna take
Like I didn't mind COVID at all. The only reason why I did go out and I met up with friends and did little driveway parties and did that kind of stuff was probably just to be defiant of saying nobody can keep me home. I'm going to break rules.
Like these people, but I'm gonna break
a rule. I'm do it. So this was interesting to me. There's a list out of people that some that have witnessed some scandalous things at work. And these are some of the highlights I thought were kind of interesting. One of them is someone's boss allegedly mixed her own pee into the water cooler and let her employees drink from it. She obviously got fired, but that was
wow.
That's you should have been arrested.
I think that's a mental illness.
But that's an arrestable offense. Like you can't. That's like bodily fluids. That's assault or something. Because I know, like when you spit on somebody, they take that serious. I mean, and you're drinking someone's pee is worse than spitting on them.
Right.
I know.
The only time I think of pee is like when I'm in the ocean and we're like, who's peeing on who? When somebody gets stung by a jellyfish.
Oh my goodness.
You have to work that out.
Like, who got the best aim?
Renee's on the plane. Okay, the jellyfish discussion.
No, it doesn't come up until you're actually in the water and you see jellyfish.
Oh my god. Let's see another one. The most scandalous things people have witnessed at work: a doctor and a nurse were secretly having an affair, and no one knew until he got mauled by a bear on a rafting trip, and the nurse was on the rafting trip with him and saved his life.
That's worse than your issue. You're going to surgery without your phone.
Yeah, I know. A woman brought her daughter to work, and then a day later, a coworker said, "You can't bring your daughter to work here anymore. I'm not allowed to be around children."
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I have one. One of I can't say who, I can't say where, but one of my friends found a camera in the bathroom. Yeah, and they ended up suing, and it was a major thing.
Was she a hairdresser?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. No, I almost said it. What? No.
Wow, that's another serious one. That's not like just behaving badly. That's like criminal charges.
Yeah, for sure. That's a money.
Remember that one? Because you remember that one that hairdresser that had the camera in the bathroom, right? Remember that?
I forget who it was, but I remember it.
I don't remember either, but I remember, like, didn't the cops go to his house and he like jump out the window?
Yeah.
The house was a salon. Wait, someone just texted me. Do you think it was David Broadway? Was that who it was?
I don't want to say.
I don't want to say.
Such a popular hairdresser.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I shouldn't say that.
Every time I go to the tanning booth at TM Pro, I kind of just like look around and I'm like, is there a camera? And then because there's even kind of like a window above some of the beds, and I'm like, and then I just tend to like just take my clothes off a little slower and be a little bit sexier. Just
Oh my god! She's like, there's a camera.
No, there is a camera.
I guess you know what Renee's stances on cameras are now.
There's slow music playing in the tanning bed.
I can't believe in 2024 you still go tanning.
I haven't. I just actually, I'm like, I leave in a month. I should probably get there.
Haven't all the studies? I didn't know people still did that.
Especially you, who's so finicky about what you put into your body, and I'm surprised.
I do too. That's
so I haven't tanned in like 2 years. Let's go do a spray tan.
Yeah.
But yesterday when I was looking in the mirror, I'm like, I should probably go because I'm like pale.
What else? Big bosses
Very young.
Scandalous things you've seen at work. Big bosses at a newspaper scolded the whole staff for spreading a baseless rumor that a manager was sleeping with the head of shipping. Then a week later, they got arrested while getting in the car. It surprises me how many managers,
bosses, owners.
Well, I was going to say that still talk so crappy to employees.
Well, I was going to say, are doing anything.
Where'd this go? Did I not listen to the whole
Actually, Baroness has a story later in Baroness's Kingdom of something similar to that. So we'll stay tuned coming up. What else? Someone at a call center used the bathroom and smeared it all over the walls.
Ew.
The bathroom wasn't open to the public, so it had to be an employee, but no one fessed up. Movie theater manager got busted for undercharging people who paid cash. She charged them the children's rate and then pocketed the rest. Turned out she'd been doing it for years and stole like tens of thousands of dollars at the movie theater. So some scandalous things that people have observed at work. I can't think of scandalous things that I've observed.
Anything scandalous here since you joined?
No.
The most scandalous thing I've ever seen there was Sugar get ready for drag, and she put on her boobs. Oh my God. I took a picture. I just saw it the other day. It was scandalous. It was so interesting, by the way, but also slightly scandalous.
Yes, exactly. All right, here's traffic and weather.
From the Furniture Palace, 24/7 real-time traffic and weather center. I'm your good time gal from the east side, Bernice Taylor, on 107.7 The Wolf. Here's your real-time traffic. Entrance ramp closed at I-475 southbound on ramp from Salisbury Road, exit 6. The Dussel Drive, Salisbury Road eastbound ramp to I-475 southbound is closed due to construction, scheduled through May. Closed due to road construction at Broadway Street eastbound between 7th Street and Walbridge Avenue. 107.7 The Wolf. Traffic and weather are powered by Furniture Palace. The new year is here, and the place to be is at Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down. It doesn't matter if you have good credit or bad credit. How sweet of a deal is that? Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations for you to check out: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. January is the time for a fresh start, so make sure your resolutions include that new furniture you've been needing. It's out with the old and in with the new at Furniture Palace. It's currently 33 degrees and cloudy. And for your Thursday, January 11th, 2024, the skies will be mostly cloudy with a high of 39. And for your nighttime, the skies will be mostly cloudy with a low of 30. That's a look at your real-time traffic and weather. I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staylor on 107.7 The Wolf.
Davis, if you're wondering if you need a new furnace, Tom from Wojo's can send you in the right direction.
If you have PVC running out of the side of your house for your vent, it means you have a high efficient furnace already. If it's running good, I would just have it clean and checked. But if you have an older furnace with a metal vent going out of your chimney, you'll absolutely save money, and it will pay back in a shorter period of time by putting the 90% plus furnaces in.
So how do we get a hold of you?
419-693-3220 or on the web at wojosheating.com.
It's time for Taylor's Kia. Some dealers offer new vehicles at MSRP, but can they offer below invoice? You heard right. At Taylor's Kia, you can drive away in a brand new Kia for under invoice. Get ready for winter with a brand new Kia Sorento third row SUV with all-wheel drive. Lease for a low $339 per month, plus make no payments until February 2024. Get as low as 2.9% financing on select new Kias. Listen up, Ohio. Don't settle for MSRP when you can drive brand new Kias for under invoice. Taylor Credit Team wants to approve you. It's time for Taylor Kia. Shop 24/7 at TaylorAuto.com or shop at one of our 3 convenient locations: Toledo, Findlay, and Lima. Qualified buyers, 36 plates, 2009 plus. Offers and features on select models. 6.9% APR for 48 months. Offers expire 12/3/23.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save.
Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
One of the most recognizable voices in country music.
On that long black truck.
Josh Turner, the Greatest Hits Tour. March 21st, Stranahan Theater.
Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low.
A night filled with all the hits.
Where'd you go with
Josh Turner. On sale now at etix.com. Produced by JAC Live and Drusky Entertainment.
They're right down the road, and they feature something for everyone. They are the shops at Carson Block in downtown Grand Rapids, Ohio. The Village Orchard with garden gifts and home accents. The Just For You shop with apparel, antiques, and uniques. And it's Christmas all year round at Carson's Christmas Corner. Grandma's Pantry featuring specialty foods, preserves, and treats. And the Damn Gift Shop, which has Grand Rapids gifts and souvenirs. The shops at Carson Block, downtown Grand Rapids, Ohio. CarsonBlockGR.com.
We're here with Tom Hudak from Regan Insurance Company. And if you've got a side hustle, a small business, part of the gig economy, you need to hear this.
If there's a record of them getting paid as a 1099 employee, they definitely want their own insurance. There's always a line to figure out when something is just going to be covered personally and when it's going to be covered as a business. And that's why we like to help families and family-owned businesses, because it's hard to find that line. For example, people who are doing delivery in their cars, that's not going to be covered under their auto policy unless they add that coverage on. So people who are doing that, whether it's delivering food or groceries or driving people around, they need to make sure that their auto policy is covering. Maybe they started a small business online, or they're doing something. There comes a line where their personals aren't going to protect them. And it's good before they cross that line to make sure that they're covered.
How can we get a hold of you at Regan Insurance Company, Tom?
They can call us at 419-292-0001 or online.
Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership. Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop at one of their dealerships, test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z, Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, Princess Property from Howard Hanna Realty, the Baroness K2, and of course Renee, our good time gal. Esau. The news. First of all, if you plan on hitting Hollywood Casino before you go to work today, you may need to rethink your life.
You doing
right? What are you doing? Life. But the other thing is, there's a water that's going to require the city to shut leak on the main line outside of the casino on Main Street. And while they're making repairs, it will be closed this morning and open at 5 p.m. today. So again, if you're planning on hitting a dayside casino trip, you can get help. What's that? 1-800-BETS off or something?
Yeah, like I got gambling problems.
Yeah. Exactly. Northwest Ohio LGBTQ plus summit scheduled on gender affirming care for minors. The event will be held on January 15th at Pride Center 419 in the Collingwood Arts Center from 6 to 8 p.m. Can you have that conversation without sounding like a bigot? That
you should be able to have any conversation without worrying about sounding like anything.
So should then if that's true, then should kids be able to get gender changing surgery or gender affirming surgery, they call it, before the age of 18? Because I mean, kids change all the time.
I'm going to tell you, this isn't like waking up and saying I want to be a cowboy. This isn't like waking up and saying when I grow up I want to be a fireman. Like, we all understand that this is not a choice for these children. This isn't something that they woke up one day and was like, you know what, today I want to wear transgender to school. It's not like that. It is like it's not a waffling issue.
No, I agree. I agree. But just the surgery part is just such a drastic step.
It is. Here's the thing. The more drastic step is feeling like you're trapped inside of a body that is not yours. And the more drastic step is burying your child because that child feels like they have no other option. That's the more drastic choice. And I think if you're an involved parent, you know whether or not this is something that your child is or your child is going through.
I agree, and that's why I'm glad to bring it up, because I think other people may have had the same question that I did, and I think you answered it perfectly. And the bottom line is it should fall on the parents and the kid. It's not for the government to say when you can do it and when you can't do it.
Right.
If that's who you are, that's who you are.
And even as an adult, don't you have to like live 3 years before as who you are before you can
as an adult?
Yeah.
Well, that was way back in the day.
That was that way anymore?
No, I don't think.
No, okay.
So anyway, crews have removed mounds of trash from Ashland Manor. That's that apartment complex.
They just decided to go in, clean it up, and I wonder who's going to get a bill.
Well, the city of Toledo hired the private company to haul away the trash. The workers wore hazmat gear with respirators as they tackled the unhealthy living conditions. Cost about $20,000. They will send the bill to the owners. I mean, it's pretty much what you said, Dee. I mean, I think that these slum landlords, which are a problem in Toledo, I think once they start getting bills from the city from union workers, I think the city should be able to go in, get it up to code, and you give the landlord a chance to fix the problem in a certain amount of time. If they don't do it, you go in and get it done, and you send them a bill. And if they don't pay the bill, guess what? You're going to lose the complex.
Well, the only problem is with this building is they're a HUD building, and they do low income housing, so they fall underneath certain kind of rules that private investors don't.
That makes sense.
Because they get government subsidies for putting in low income housing, people with low income into their building. So they get a check just straight off the rip from the government.
Yeah, but I know people who own government housing, and they say it's harder. I mean, Kelly, it's harder to get certified.
It is harder.
Yes, it is harder.
But like anything, all you have to do is pass the piss test once.
You're right. You're right. Parents of a U of M athlete have fallen victim to a scam following an
sent that kid to U of M. That was a scam. When you find out that
following the championship win. So what happened is Joanna Thomason is the owner of Infinity Salon and Spa in Monroe. And she's kind of still sorting out what happened early Tuesday morning. But she got a call waking her up in the middle of the night saying she's not sure what's going on, but that her son was in trouble and he was facing trespassing charges and felonies and misdemeanors. And there was an open intoxicants and there was large groups of people. The caller claimed Noah, her son, and other teammate were out partying after the football game. And he first called Noah's father that got his mother on the line. There was a big association
because his dad was like, "Woo, good for him!"
There's a big association wanting his dad and I on the phone to tie up our phones, so we weren't able to get a hold of Noah. So part of the scam was get both parents on the phone. You can't call the kid now. You say that he's in trouble, and they need money to get him out of it or whatever. And then the kids got arrested after the championship win. And anyway, so they ended up paying the money, I think, because they got scammed, $250 through a friend's Cash App, and tried to send more, but it was declined. But anyway, the whole thing was a scam. It was just someone just calling them and trying to get money out of them.
That's all it takes.
It's all it takes. Ohio Department of Rehabilitation is searching for a new warden at the Toledo Correction Institute. The current warden, Kimberly Henderson, has accepted a new role as a security administrator with the Office of Prisons. She will conduct security assessments, adult security measures, and review security policy for prisons assigned to her. You know where that is over there off the Greenbelt Park?
I didn't know until I got the first time. I didn't know we had a penitentiary,
right?
Until I drove by it. I was like, "What is it doing?"
Because it's hidden. If you're not going there, you don't know it's there, and it's the highest level of security. Like only the worst of the worst go there. And I got approached to
guard, do a show, have a reunion.
Shut your file. I got approached to bring the food truck out there.
Just to tease them, just drive by the cells, blow the scent in.
Just to
it's free if you can get out.
Because the guards, there's low morale because the prisoners are the worst of the worst, and it's just a thankless job. Like they're all miserable. So like, man, if we could just have a food truck, and now they weren't paying for it, you had to pay for your own food truck stuff. But we went there, and it was just a whole process. Like you had to go through the vetting process, and you had to.
How funny would it? You just got out in orange jumpsuits and started serving them food, looking all nervous.
So we had to check in, and we had to check. They went through the whole truck. They did an inventory. Like, how many knives do you have? How many bowls do you have? How much? They didn't want me to sneak anything to anybody.
Right.
Once I got in, and so
I had just enough, officer.
We went in there, and then they put a club on the truck steering wheel. I don't know if I was gonna just jump in the driver's seat. I don't know what I would do, but it was. We went there twice, and it was just such a pain in the ass.
That's funny. Not nearly as much as it is for them.
Did you make any money though?
To go through what all we went through, not really, not enough. So anyway.
Enough to fill your prison pocket.
Shut up. All right, a Toledo native, former child actor, advocates for protections for kid influencers. That's our good friend of the show, Allison Stoner, appeared in movies including Cheaper by the Dozen, Camp Rock, Step Up, voiced her support for the legislation alongside its sponsors, including Representative Michelle Grimm of Toledo, and it's basically taking steps to safeguard a portion of child influencers' earnings, and the right to privacy is a crucial step in minimizing the harm that hundreds of thousands of children have experienced across the traditional and digital media. The proposal would require adults who feature kids in their videos to set aside part of their earnings for the children in a trust and fund that they can access once they turn 18.
This sounds like a protect us from our parents law.
I mean, yeah, but parents or
it's parents. It's like, hey, I need you as a company to set aside money for me because the people who are supposed to watch over me cannot be trusted to do that.
Well, that happens a lot.
I know, but that's more of an indictment on parents. Don't do it. Like to say I'm trying to protect children influencers is to say that somewhere there's a group out there that's preying on children.
Well, not all parents good.
But let's call a spade then.
Yeah.
Because that's not what it is. It's not about protecting children from influencers, like children influencers from outside influences. It is protecting children from their parents or anybody else who has the duty to look out for them.
The mom manager.
Right. That's momager. Bedford principal has weighs in on Michigan dropping letter grades for public schools.
What are they doing? Thumbs up.
Principal Kevin Wither. Actually, I got the second quarter report card for Josie, and it was thumbs up, thumbs down.
I can't
in the categories. There's a lot of thumbs up, thumbs down.
So then all of a sudden, what? When she's 20, thumbs up and thumbs down emojis are going to trigger these kids, and then we're going to have to get rid of them.
Bedford High School Principal Kevin Weber said the A through F grading system does not fully represent the performance of public schools in Michigan.
It absolutely does.
He says, I think one of the challenges with the letter grade system is that people believe that when they see a B, C, D, or F, that they think they know what that means, but how that is composed and the criteria that went into it is very different.
No, absolutely. If my kid brings home an A, it means excellent. And it means that he or she has done everything that requires them to get an excellent in that class. It means studying. It means doing their homework. It means preparing for tests. It means taking tests well. All of those things that encompass being excellent in the class. If he or she brings home a B, it means that some of those things may be lacking slightly.
Right.
If they bring home a C, it means you've done like everybody else around you. If you do a D, it means that there are 4 things that you are lacking seriously in concentration. And if you bring home an F, it means how did you even crack open a book?
Well, it's funny because my ex works at the school. So I count on her to kind of manage the girls' grades because I've looked at the grade card. I can't even read it anymore. Like it's just so convoluted with 1s and 2s and 3. Like if you're just replacing,
I hate the 1, 2, 3.
If you're just replacing one thing with another, 1, 2, 3 is A, B. Like what
it's
have
an
you,
A,
what
B,
have
or
you,
C.
what have you done?
It's like if you're not allowed to say like a certain word and then they make you replace it with another word. If I can't say the F, but I can say frick all day, well, guess what frick is?
It becomes the F.
Yes.
I know. I don't get it. But I literally I can't read I can't tell.
You massage your feelings all you want until you realize that you've just tricked yourself. You're like setting your own clock 15 minutes ahead.
Channel 13 WTVG managing editor and longtime anchor Diane Larson has got a new schedule now. She previously co-hosted the news at 5, 6, and 11 with Lee Conklin. They've been together for over 20 years. She's now anchoring the noon, the 5, and the 6. She's like, I'm going home early now. I've been doing this too long. You can't do anything to me.
She's the only one I ever had an OnlyFans page.
She's so
Wow. And like 6 foot or something.
Yeah. Oh, drink of OnlyFans.
Drink of OnlyFans.
Hey,
beautiful.
She should be able to schedule her own.
Well, she's 63. She cited personal reasons for the change.
She is 63.
I am age dyslexic.
And now I feel happy about myself.
She's only 55.
I know, but she's 63 and looks like that.
She said after over 30 years of late nights, the only time she's worked a day shift was during the pandemic, and now she's like just looking forward to getting back to some normalcy. So Lee's going to stay on the 11. Christian Brown is going to take over the 11. A little young blood in there, and she's been waiting in the wings. Diane, aren't you tired of working late night?
Throwing marbles on the floor, skateboards in front of Diane, but Diane's limber. This is why she should have an OnlyFans page.
Oh my goodness.
I'm totally kidding, kinda.
So she's doing the noon 5 and 6, and then
call it Matt Rock.
And then I think the 5:30, 6:30, and 11 will be Diane Larson. Lee's staying right where he didn't like his kids as much.
Lee likes routine. He is a routine guy. He's like, they were like, you want to make any change? Nope. I'm mad at this suit you made me change.
He doesn't like change. He only likes missionary. Lee is
I hate change so much. I only carry folded money in my pocket.
Every Saturday night at 9, we're doing it. 9:05, we're watching some TV.
You get 5 pumps, not 6.
No,
don't ask for 6. This ain't weird, sister.
What kind of weird freaky stuff you into asking for 6 pumps?
6. Who you been talking to?
Oh, Lee, we love you.
On time.
Just questioning how many pumps you got in yet.
We pretty much came on a number. And I mean that in both ways.
Right. 2023 has been confirmed as the hottest year on record. We've seen the benefits here a little bit with the lack of snow, but I think our kids are going to be paying for it.
Not our kids. Their kids. By that time, they won't care.
Chris Christie has dropped out of the Republican presidential race, but he didn't endorse anyone. There was a Republican debate, and we don't talk a lot about politics. It's just so early, and it changes all the time. But DeSantis and Haley went head-to-head last night.
Caucuses are next Tuesday.
Yeah. GOP-led House Committee approved a contempt resolution against Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden will not testify in a closed-door session with the House-led GOP, and then he's sitting in the audience while they're telling him that he's not going to be. He just shows up to sit there.
Like, I just want you to know I'm not here.
I'm ready to testify. Let's do this. And they still contempted him. Did you not see this?
No,
dude.
I don't watch any of this. This is the most ridiculous thing.
All right, so maybe we just move past it. It's too much for right now.
Call it what it is. What it is. It's retribution. It's a distraction.
Right.
It is whatever it is.
But it's funny that they're saying that he wouldn't show up to testify, and while they were saying that, he showed up to testify. This is great. 1,500 Americans are still dying from COVID every week. Experts say some Americans aren't accessing available vaccines and treatments, and then that's what's
because
happening.
you know what? Can I just say this, and maybe I think a lot of people have gotten it confused over the couple of years that it's been out. But this vaccine isn't supposed to keep you from getting COVID. It is not supposed to protect you from getting COVID. What it is supposed to do is when you get it, keep you from dying of it.
Right.
It is supposed to weaken the symptoms. That is what it is supposed to do. It is not, the flu vaccine doesn't keep you from getting the flu.
Right, it's the same thing.
It keeps you from being killed by the flu.
Right.
But no one bats an eye about getting a flu vaccine.
Right. So one of the Epstein victims, one of the girls that he was, trafficking, says that Ohio billionaire Les Wexner absolutely engaged in sex acts with her. He's named Ohio's richest person. The documents came out on January. Well, wait a minute. The documents from the 17th Judicial Court of Florida, tied into January 16, 2016 deposition of Virginia Roberts, and I can't say her last name, Giuffre, show quotes where she actually names L Brand's creator Leslie Wexner as one of the most power executives she was sexually trafficked to. Put his ass in jail. F him.
When I was
put his ass in jail.
When I was at Ohio State, though, like it was like a well-known secret that dude was gay.
Yeah, but you could be both.
Yeah, we talked about that last week, Steve. That's
like he was like, and I don't.
He's equal opportunity, I guess.
But once again, just because look, She goes, I was trafficked by him.
Yeah.
Let us do an investigation first before I go. Let us throw him in jail.
Oh, I agree.
Is that how would I answer?
Except
No,
except his testimony. Except his testimony in 2016. You had 8 years to investigate. Why are you not investigating? Because he has money.
No, look, let's do an investigation.
Which you should have done on January 17th of 2016.
It is out now.
Yeah.
Coulda, shoulda solves nothing. Your fake outrage over time past is ridiculous.
How?
Right now, justice is being served today.
It's not being served, though.
It is. Right
no
now.
one's announced an investigation. Okay, well,
really,
it's been out
I
since.
honestly believe you're the only one talking about this. Nobody in a government building is going, hey, let's put together a task force. Oh, did you hear what Andrew said? We should look into Lex Wexner. No one else is talking about him.
I haven't heard anything.
Oh
anywhere.
My God.
I haven't.
You're right.
Has anyone else heard it?
Don't be ridiculous.
All right, well, we'll see. A study finds that families are shrinking across the U.S., that there's going to be less cousins and grandchildren and nieces and nephews.
Come on, Kentucky, we need you to step it up.
Dude, have you ever been to the grocery store these days? That's why.
They're saying the number of older relatives like grandparents and great-grandparents is set to rise significantly, but that the they say that there's an altering family structure in the United States.
Which is crazy because I feel like grandmas and grandpas nowadays are so healthy and so ready.
They're 38.
That's why. They're spry. Because they're sitting in the same classroom with their grandkids.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. I'm saying like we're gonna have more energy and more we want to have more fun with our grandkids.
Right.
That is not why. It's so. It makes me laugh. Like everybody's like, why? Why older people are in shape? Why they're getting healthier and looking younger? You know why? Because they want to spend it around young kids. No, they don't. They want to be butt naked on a beach and doing things that old people never thought they could do.
Right?
They don't. They're not. No one is lifting weights because they want to chase their grandkids around the backyard. That is not, no. You don't want abs at 70 because you want your grandkids to go, Grandpa, good job. You want Grandma to be like, guess what? It's Gumless Wednesday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Woman accused of trying to poison her husband after a scammer impersonating a soap star texted her.
Oh my God. This is so funny.
A Massachusetts woman is accused of trying to poison her husband after a scammer pretending to be soap opera star Thorsten Kaye of The Bold and the Beautiful told her to. Roxanne Duchette is charged with attempted murder. Here are the neighbors talking and speculating about what happened after they had heard the news.
Like a Lifetime movie. Yeah, when I saw the picture, I was like, oh my gosh, Ridge from Bold and Beautiful. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I reading right now? This cannot be real. What did she use? Was it rat poisoning? Gosh, it's like scary.
What? And this is why, like, honestly, like, did you see the picture of her? Have you seen a picture of this lady?
No.
I want you all to Google a picture of this lady, right? And imagine she thought that Ridge from Bold and the Beautiful
was into her
and was like, I need you to kill your husband so we can run away together.
Oh my God.
Now, mind you, she was like, it's absolutely in the realm of possibility.
Right.
Like,
look at me. Look at me. Of course.
Why wouldn't he want me?
In sports, Renee, legendary Alabama head coach Nick Saban is retiring.
That'll do it. Crimson Tide wins the national championship. The Bear would be proud. Alabama, they win the BCS championship behind Coach Nick Saban and quarterback A.J. McCarron.
Saban is retiring as head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide. 72 helped them to win 7 national championships. 10, 12, 13, 16, 18. Joined the program in 2007.
How was 19, 20, 21, 22?
Well, I just pulled a couple.
23.
Why? I don't know what.
How'd they do?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I know that he's been with the program since 2007. His record 206-29.
Wasn't he? He was a UT coach.
I don't know. You're above my pay grade right now.
I think he coached at UT for a hot second.
NFL is now calling Travis Kelce Travis Swift Kelce.
Oh.
NFL is continuing to try to milk the Travis Taylor storyline big time, formerly dubbing the Chief star as Travis Swift in an official video it put out this week.
That's not funny. That is not funny at all.
Yeah.
You can't be in a locker room full of dudes.
I know.
And then all of a sudden have somebody call you Travis Swift.
Yeah, especially these guys have so much testosterone and so much everything, and you're filled with a bunch of other dudes that and then you're out and the other team you're on the being guarded by the other team. Hey, what's up, Travis Swift?
They're not even calling you Swift; they're calling you Taylor.
Yeah. Hey, Taylor Swift's Taylor Swift's boyfriend. Yeah.
Who's got the chick running in the back?
Yeah.
I feel like they're not.
So sad. Oh, really?
Oh, they
are. Yes, that's right.
Because, he's dating Taylor Swift. Who are they dating?
You are literally every 13-year-old girl trapped in a pink room.
I'm not even a fan. I'm truly not even a fan of Taylor Swift.
But you are such a girl right now. Oh my God. How can they not be happy for him? He's dating Taylor Swift.
No, they're not happy for him. They're not going to give him crap because how can they?
No, they are. They are.
Really?
Yeah.
By the way, Nick Saban, according to Steve, Nick Saban was a coach at UT in 1980. So thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
There was one more Travis Kelce thing I wanted to say, but I don't think I can remember it. So we can just move on. Travis Kelce. anyway,
I can't wait until somebody buys up the rights to Travis Kelce, and then she dates another tight end and releases it.
It sucks because that affects their relationship. And they have a good relationship, and there's one time he says, "Snap, I'm not Mr. Swift." And then they're going to have some friction, and it's all because of other people, not because of their actual love for each other. But it's going to be these outside influences. There's a lot.
And here Andrew is in a pink room trying to escape.
We're going to have to wait another 20 years till they rediscover themselves after a few failed relationships. Oh, wait a minute. Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez.
And he's happy, Yeah,
just
ask Jen.
That is the news.
I love her too. From the Furniture Palace 24/7 real-time traffic and weather center, I'm your good time Gail from the east side. Renee Staylor on 107.7 The Wolf. Here's your real-time traffic. Construction work at I-475 northbound between US 24 exit 4 and Airport Highway exit 8. For I-475 widening and construction of a new interchange at US Route 20A through this year. On-ramp closed at I-75 southbound. On-ramp from Berdan Avenue, exit 205, is closed permanently due to construction. 107.7 The Wolf traffic and weather are powered by Furniture Palace. The new year is here, and the place to be is at Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down. It doesn't matter if you have good credit or bad credit. How sweet of a deal is that? Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations for you to check out: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. January is the time for a fresh start, so make sure your resolutions include that new furniture you've been needing. It's out with the old and in with the new at Furniture Palace. It's currently 33 degrees and cloudy, and for your Thursday, January 11th, 2024, the skies will be mostly cloudy with a high of 39. And for your nighttime, the skies will be mostly cloudy with a low of 30. That's a look at your real-time traffic and weather. I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staler, on 107.7 The Wolf.
Hello, Kelly Latz, Howard Hanna, 734-308-7707. Your listing specialist. I promise great communication and expert negotiation. Last year alone, selling over $10 million, proving my unmatched dedication to my clients. If you're buying or selling, contact me, 734-308-7707, or email me at kellylatz@howardhanna.com. I would love to help you reach your real estate goals.
Discover, this is Anjali. Hi, it's Jennifer Coolidge. I just got an alert for a strange charge on my card. No problem. We make sure you're never held responsible for unauthorized purchases on your Discover card. Let's see. Did you purchase something from a t-shirt cannon store yesterday? Absolutely not. No, I already have like 3.
$0 fraud liability guarantee. It pays to Discover. Learn more at discover.com/credit card. Limitations apply.
You still thinking job change in the new year? Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy. IT? Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI. That's what I did. Really? How? Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up. Sweet. Are classes online or on campus? Both. Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save.
Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
We all know Toledo is the place where brands go to test new food and drink product. Well, Toledo is doing it again. A brand new adult beverage has taken over the 419. There's nothing like it in the country. Turtles Brew Sweet Tea and Bourbon, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and gluten-free. It comes in some amazing flavors, such as cherry lime sweet tea and bourbon, orange vanilla sweet tea and bourbon, raspberry peach sweet tea and bourbon, and many more flavors are coming soon. Get Turtles Brew at
Marino's Beverage Depot, Vulcan Wine and Liquor, Sean's Irish Tavern, all 3 locations, Glass City Beverage Center, Joseph's Beverage Center.
Or ask for it by name at your favorite bar, restaurant, or where you purchase your adult beverages. If you know an establishment that should carry Turtles Brew, drop us a line at turtlesbrew.com. A portion of all sales is donated to support efforts to save sea turtles. Turtles Brew, a bourbon lover's tea.
You still thinking job change in the new year? Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy. IT? Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI. That's what I did. Really? How? Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up. Sweet. Are classes online or on campus? Both. Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now.
Got to tell you, my friends over Furniture Palace, Toledo's largest locally owned furniture store. Concept is simple, quality name brand furniture and mattresses you get at the major stores in town, but at the guaranteed lowest prices in town. If you need new furniture, Furniture Palace is the place to go in 2024. Central Avenue, Toledo, Reynolds Road, Maumee, Woodville Road, Northwood, Navarre Avenue, Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. Coming up in 30 seconds, Steve Sleaze in the 50s, brought to you part by Harold Jaffe Jewelers.
Give a gift that's special, something one of a kind. Harold Jaffe Jewelers, fine jewelry by design. When words can't show the love you feel inside. Ooh, one of a kind. Harold Jaffe Jewelers.
Harold Jaffe Jewelers, celebrating life and love since 1946 on Talmadge, across from the Franklin Park Mall.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it.
It's Steve Sleaze on Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
That's it. All right, Steve Sleaze on the 50s. Hey, Steve.
Happy Friday Junior, everybody.
Yes. What's going on?
It's Friday Junior. Oh, well, now I've got to find the dog's boots because now.
Oh my God! You are one of those, and so I was at a bar, and I was sitting at the bar, and this guy goes, "Excuse me, sir." He goes, "Can you help me and my girlfriend settle an argument?" And I said, "Absolutely. What is it?" He goes, "Will you tell her that my pit bull does not need a sweater?" and I went, "Ma'am," and she goes, "Look, let me just tell you what he does. Do you know in the summertime when the sun is gleaming through the window and it's baking on the carpet, he lays in the sunbeam. And then when the sunbeam moves, he gets up and he lays in the sunbeam again." I said, "Do you know what I do in the summertime when the sun is beaming through the window?" I said, "I lay in the sun. And then when it moves, I get up and I move. But you won't put a sweater on me, ma'am."
But here's where your Demetrius common sense has to kick in. If this dog loves the sun that much, you can't put that same body out in the cold without protecting it.
That is not true.
That is not true.
That is true.
And I love what you call your common sense. Like, you are the worst Matlock ever.
My dogs hate any clothes. They just want to be them. They don't want anything on them. Once you put something on them, they like freeze. They're like, "Why is this on me?"
I'm just saying, Steve, we're gonna need pictures.
Like, yes, you can't put boots on a dog. If dogs were meant to wear boots, they would be extinct. That's like, what? Back in the early days.
Well, you wear boots, Demetrius.
What?
Did you be extinct?
Look,
Will we milk you?
I made boots because I needed them.
All right.
I didn't actually
We
make
don't want salt on her little paws.
I agree.
Demetrius.
Give the Duchess everything.
Keep your salty paws off my silky drawers.
All right, what's going on, Sleaze, Steve?
Here's a tribute from his widow, Kelly Rizzo. She can't believe, she says, simultaneously less than a week in an eternity. She says, it just feels like it was just yesterday. She says she chose this photo of Bob as it was the last photo he shared and one of the last texts he sent me. But it perfectly encapsulates how he would want us all to remember him, with the guitar on a stage, doing what he loved to do, making people laugh and making people happy. She says she will forever be grateful that she got to share life with this extraordinary person for 6 years. What a blessing. And grateful I can look back at endless memories and photos and videos and smiles, laughter, and yes, still tears. It is such a gift I was able to know and complete and all-encompassing love and heart. So
2 years.
Yeah, people, 2 years already.
Man, crazy. What else?
It goes by quick.
Yeah.
It goes by quick. So when Jennifer Lawrence looks back on her wedding day, most people think of being happy times. Well, she says all she sees is pain. Well, not really. But in a recent interview, she called it awful. Like a lot of brides, Jennifer found it hard to have fun because it was so stressful. And she was so worried about her guests. It didn't help that she got married in October in Rhode Island. Now, she says she was freaking out about her guests being cold. And while most people reassured her that they were fine, her mother wasn't so polite. She told Jennifer, "It's freezing out there. Your grandmother almost died." The chaos actually,
Oh my God.
Ooh, she's a little extreme.
A little extreme.
The chaos actually started at the rehearsal dinner when Jennifer booted Robert De Niro out. She says, "I looked over and I saw Bob, who doesn't know anybody, and he's kind of wandering around." But she said, "I immediately was like, no, this isn't what he wants to be doing. I don't want him here." So I went over and whispered. I was like, go home. And he was nice, and he like talked to my parents and was polite, but I was like, you need to go. That just generally made her feel better.
Two things. No, I don't think it's weird. Two things. I think he showed up because of his respect and love for her, and she saw that he was uncomfortable. If he doesn't know anyone there and he's Robert De Niro, you can't just walk up to random tables and whatever. So she basically gave him the okay to go, and he still said hi to the parents and did all that. I get that. And then she's like, you can go. You don't have to be here. You're stressing me out being here because I know that you're not having fun. I know you're uncomfortable. It's stressing me out. Just go home. I get that. It makes sense. I know when I DJ weddings, I tell the bride two things. Number one, again, I've done a billion weddings.
It's never going to be easier, regardless of how much alcohol you drink.
No, I tell them, first of all, I said, you have to have somebody that is your advocate, your coordinator. It doesn't matter. You have to pay somebody, but whether it's a best friend, someone at work that's really good at this, whatever, you can't have, because I've seen weddings where every little thing they run up to the bride and she can't be in the moment because they're asking her question. The caterer's asking her question. This person, the photographer, everyone's asking her questions, and you can't be in the moment. I said, you have to have a go-to person and then only come to you with the major issues. I said, that's number one. No matter, don't have to pay them. Most people do it just because you ask them and they won't mind doing it. And the other thing I tell them is something is going to go wrong. Something always goes wrong. I said, but you have to remember, when it comes to the guests, they don't know what went wrong and what went right. They know that at the end of the day, if they left having a good time, then it was a good wedding. So don't stress out over every little thing that may or may not go wrong because it's not exactly the way you pictured it in your head. The most important thing is that everyone has a good time.
No, it's not. I don't care if you have a good time. I'm tired. You guys got to stop treating weddings like you guys run chain restaurants and you need to please everybody who walks through the door. They're like, you treat guests like guests are always right, and guests' concerns and their needs trump what's going on there. You know what? How about this? You said, hey, would you like to show up? If you don't, that's cool. And and look, this is what's happening. Don't complain. This is just about us having we're just getting together, telling each other that we want to spend the rest of our life. It's not a big deal for you. This is a big deal for us. And frankly, if you have any complaints or concerns, I would rather you just stay at home. But I'm not going to worry about your chicken. I'm not going to worry about your steak. I don't care if you don't like the iPad I put on shuffle. But understand this ain't your day.
Nobody thinks like that, though.
That's right. Like,
you want everyone to have fun.
That's how Demetrius thinks.
Right. So more people should, because you guys want to put on some huge performance like your Hollywood producers, but none of you have the skills to do it, and so you're all overrun by stress and worry and concern when nothing goes right.
I get what you're saying. I get the sentiment, but that's not the way it works in the real life.
No, like most people, like I get joy out of seeing other people having fun.
Right. Sure, absolutely.
So, meaning, if they're not having fun, that inside of me isn't going to make me happy.
Right. If you see no one on the dance floor and everyone's all, I mean,
right.
That's a horrible party.
That's true. That is true. Because I've been to some weddings, I'm like, when are we gonna kick this up? I'm like, damn.
Well, and the other problem with weddings too is again for a guy that's done a lot of them is
I can run a list.
Is the commitment? Yeah.
Right. That's the number one.
It starts at 11 or noon. You're getting ready, and then the wedding's at 1 or 2, and then you're doing pictures, and it's 4 or 5, and then you want to be there till 11. You just hit there's no 12-hour parties. You want the energy at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night when everyone wants to have a good time, but you've been doing this for 8 hours, and people need to shorten that timeline of getting that stuff done, because you can't keep that fun and energy for all those hours. It's not possible. And
then you got to go to your friend Adderall.
Your friend Adderall. All right, thank you, Steve. That is Steve Sleeves in the 50s, brought to you in part by Men One Care.
Need a little more help in the home? You need therapy, but you don't want to go to a nursing home. MedOne Care has all the answers and more. MedOne Care offers home health, medical staffing, and outpatient therapy and rehab. MedOne Care is the only 5-star rated home health agency in the area. Need a great job? MedOne Care is hiring, competitive wages, flexible scheduling, and no mandates. MedOne Care is also the Toledo Blade's top workplace to be 3 years in a row. So it's easy to see. MedOne Care is the place to be. So give them a call, 419-866-0555, and tell them Steve sent you.
From the Nationwide Auto Finance Studios, with an above-average Google rating, an A-plus BBB rating, and 27 years in business, why shop for a car anywhere else? Visit nationwidetoledo.com to learn more.
Come in for deals even crazier than mine.
This is WPFX, Lucky Toledo, 1077 The Wolf.
DJ Insane.
Sun's down, night rolls in, starting all over again. Runs up, music calls. You'll get the tired staring at the same four walls. You're out of your room and down the street. The crowd of the midnight. The traffic roars, the sirens scream. Look at the faces, it's just like a dream. Nobody knows where to go. Nobody cares where you go. But you belong to the city. You belong to the night. There's no reverse darkness. They keep the needle. When I said to lose it all, security fell through the wall. It took 3 years, we have to realize. 1,000 skeptics won't keep us from the things we plan. And we're clinging to the things we prize. Do you feel scared? It's not the water. We throw it all. Make it better. Won't you come see about me? I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts, giving me everything inside and out. And love strange, so real in the dark. Think of the tender things that we were working on. Slow change may pull us apart. Wanna like get in your heart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me.
Never stop calling. Till the spirit of the party starts to come alive. Till the day dawning. Can throw out all the blues and hit the city lights. Cause that's music in the air. So loving everywhere. So give me the night. Give me the night. It's the dine. That's why a little late romance. It's a chain reaction. You see the people of the world coming out to dance. There's music in the air and lots of love everywhere. So give me the night. Give me the night. So come on out tonight, and we'll leave the others on a ride to paradise. And if you feel alright, then we can be lovers, 'cause I see that starlight don't keep you right. Don't you know we can fly? So give me the night.
DJ Insane. Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships. Test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Letts, Princess of Property from Howard Hanna Realty, K2 the Baroness, and Renee, our good time gal from the East Side. We have an inbox issue that someone sent me. It says, hey, I met these two girls in a bar, ended up hanging out with them.
What does hanging out mean?
They were both really fun, like hanging out, having drinks, having laughs, whatever. There was only one I was really attracted to, but we all three swapped numbers. But then a couple nights later, I bumped into the other girl, not the one that I was into, but the other girl. And we had drinks. Mm-hmm. Then one thing led to another. And well, you know, but we have agreed to keep it private, not to tell nobody nothing.
Hello, moped.
No way. That does not happen.
Hey, you're a moped.
What does that mean?
That means that you were fun to ride until people find out you got one.
Oh my goodness.
She said, here's my problem. I'm still really attracted to the other girl.
It's done. Nope.
Yeah.
But since they're best friends, did I just screw myself?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
Mhm.
Yeah, you did. Yes,
Oh
you did.
yeah.
He said, I want to ask her friend out, and he said that we said we weren't going to say anything.
Oh, she already knows.
Yeah, right.
Right.
She knew the minute the other one walked out of that
I
room.
know.
What?
There's-
What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
He said, I really am torn, so I'd like to hear whether I need to just walk away or roll the dice and hope that the other girl actually does keep her drunken night fun to herself.
No,
I mean, you can ask, but
if
you're going to get turned down.
Right. If you're just looking for a one night stand, then whatever, go for it. But if you're looking for any longevity, that's not happening.
It's not even happening the one night stand.
Yeah.
This girl is like, oh, it did end when you made the choice.
Dude,
to
you
go
can't
home with
take
that
option B and then decide that you still want option A. She was the second choice, and you chasing her friend not only will drive that home, but it'll make her bitter about it. Like she already knows her friend's pretty, right?
Mm-hmm.
To know that this dude slept with her because the pretty one was a little too much work. Like this one's easier. This one's been hanging out with pretty, and so is pretty grateful when what? I hate to say it,
but you're saying it.
They're both pretty.
Yeah.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Stop. Nobody. That is the biggest lie you ladies tell to each other is that we're all pretty. One of you hangs out with the rest of you because she's the prettiest. That is, and
Oh my God.
There's an alpha pretty.
Oh my word.
Stop.
Alpha
pretty. Nobody wants to admit it. There's an alpha pretty in every group. There's one that is hanging out because you make her feel better than the rest of the people. Oh my God.
I guess I must be that girl because I don't feel that like I don't. So I guess I'm the one who makes everybody else feel better about how they look.
But look, it's like when everybody goes, you know what? Everybody has that one crazy relative. And if you go, I don't have that crazy relative, you're the crazy relative. It's one of those things. It's just how it is. It is natural. It is progression. People are, she is not on the same level of pretty as her friend is.
Man,
it even said so in the thing.
Kelly and Renee, I appreciate you guys, letting me run around with your pretty self. So much.
Yeah, right. You are so not true. You are like so hot and sexy in your own like little quiet little
way. Is that what you're gonna say? In your own way.
I'm just the fun girl, like, and then
I'm just cute, not sexy.
You're just like,
that's what Renee always says. I'm just cute. I'm not sexy. Not at all. Not at all.
Honestly,
you're so ridiculous.
on a side note, Demetrius, have you ever, in your single days, which I mean, you're in now.
Single.
Have you ever gone up to a group of girls and then
every time he's out
and think this is the one, and then you're like, oh man, I picked the wrong one. Have you ever done that where you picked the wrong one because you know that the she's not accepting your advances, but you've already committed, and then they're like, man, I should have done the other one. Should have gone for the other one.
That's the problem with choice. Like when you commit, like you have to understand once you've made that choice, all the other ones are no longer available. Like if you approach a group of girls and you're like, and then you pick one and you're like, this is the one I'm going to go for. And she shows no interest.
Right.
You can't go, I'm going to go because they all go like this. No, bro. Yeah. I ain't nobody's second choice.
Right. You're right.
Oh, there's some girl desperate enough in most girls that will be the second choice.
Which was this friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was this friend who was happy to be the second, but she will not have you rub it in her face when you chase her friend.
Here's the problem with this guy is that Toledo is too small, and Demetrius
Toledo and the surrounding areas.
Demetrius can speak to this. Toledo is too small. If you try to make this move and it blows up in your face, which is probably gonna, because girls, they talk.
It will
100% blow up in your face, and then now you've got this thing that you have to deal with in all of Toledo.
And
believe me,
we'll see you on that Facebook group.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Are we dating the same guy?
Yeah.
So the problem, it's just the problem, and believe me, Demetrius and I have realized how small this place is. I think over the years,
I wish I could just say Toledo. It's Northwest Ohio.
Right. I just, man, I would have done some things different for sure. How about you, D?
From Fremont down.
Oh my goodness.
From Fremont up, you mean?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know up or down. I don't. Like, I just like I'm always like, are you going over there? And they're like, over. And I'm like, are we really going to be that directional specific? Like, you know what I mean.
All right. So this guy, no, you can't. If you screwed the one girl, you can't go start firing on the other girl.
But understand the other girl that's always open. That is always going to be an option.
That's
you can't chase that one. Know that you can't chase that.
But you can always have this one.
This one will always be an option. Now.
That is mean.
It is the truth.
If you're not serious,
it is the truth. As long as you don't chase her friend, she will always be an option.
Wow. Good, Kelly.
I don't get your whole alpha pretty girl theory.
Right.
Because I have like 4 really different group of friends.
Mhm.
And I mean, all of them are smoking hot. So I don't get that at all. It may be just
You know who
preference.
says that? The pretty one.
No, this is
Stop it. It might be preference of a different
Yeah.
look or
Well,
something,
well,
but
stop.
they're all hot.
Well,
what's wrong with
stop
the-
acting like what Demetrius says is the gospel. And maybe he's
Okay.
wrong on
He's
this
so
one.
wrong on it. Like, I can't think of a single one of my friends
Nice. He's just wrong on this one.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. But I love how you got these girls conned that everything you say is that's the way it is.
I'm just look around.
You know, if you knew women so well, you'd be doing better.
You know what? Maybe it's the fact that I know them so well that I'm by myself.
I think for once
I think that was a good commercial break.
I think we're all in agreement for once that this guy is. If you want to pursue this one, otherwise let it all go because it's not going to end up. It's not going to end up well. Here's traffic and weather.
From the Furniture Palace 24/7 real-time traffic and weather center, I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staylor on 1077 The Wolf. There's some slow traffic at I-475 southbound between Dorr Street, exit 11, and State Route 2, Airport Highway, exit 8. And I want you to drive careful because there's snow in this, all scattered in the area, Toledo area. 1077 The Wolf traffic and weather are powered by
From Fremont on down, it's all.
Is it Fremont up or we're up, right?
Yes, we're up.
So if I go to Bowling Green, I'm going up to Toledo, right? Or then down to Bowling Green.
Yeah. Where are we this directionally challenged?
Okay.
North, south, east, and west. North
I
and
know.
south.
I can read a compass.
Okay.
That does make sense for me to say I'm going down.
South? 75 south?
Yeah. When you go
75 north.
There you go. Well, depending on where you're going at 75.
I'm going south.
Okay.
You're going south tonight?
All right.
I'm going south, ladies.
Hello. I'm going south.
Wait, isn't there's Southbound? There's that song. Or the band Southbound 75.
Ooh, wow. How's that traffic look?
Anyhow, 1077 The Wolf traffic and weather are powered by Furniture Palace. The new year is here, and the place to be is north at Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. I just feel like we should just close the book.
She's done.
I'm done. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down. It doesn't matter if you have good credit or bad credit. How sweet of a deal is that? Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations for you to check out. Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. January is the time for a fresh start, so make sure your resolutions include that new furniture you've been needing. It's out with the old and in with the new at Furniture Palace. It's currently 33 degrees and cloudy, and for your Thursday, January 11th, 2024, the skies will be mostly cloudy with a high of 39. And for your nighttime, the skies will be mostly cloudy with a low of 30. That's a look at your real-time traffic and weather. I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staylor on 1077 The Wolf.
My buddy Joel Cook at Fast Lane Auto Care. Have Joel and his ASC certified mechanics give your car its annual physical. These upcoming months are the worst months to have a breakdown. Not that there's ever really a good month for that. Keep your family safe and sound by making sure your car is safe and sound. Look, we don't want your life savings, just your business for life. Fast Lane Auto Care is at 4th Street, the Anthony Wayne Trail. Go see my buddy Joel. Fast Lane Auto Repair.
Time for Taylor right now.
It's time for Taylor Kia. Some dealers offer new vehicles at MSRP, but can they offer below invoice? You heard right. At Taylor Kia, you can drive away in a brand new Kia for under invoice. Get ready for winter with a brand new Kia Sorento third row SUV with all-wheel drive. Lease for a low $239 per month, plus make no payments until February 2024. Get as low as 2.9% financing on select new Kias. Listen up, Ohio. Don't settle for MSRP when you can drive brand new Kias for under invoice. And the Taylor Credit Team wants to approve you. It's time for Taylor Kia. Shop 24/7 at TaylorAuto.com or stop at one of our 3 convenient locations: Toledo, Findlay, and Lima. To qualified buyers, 36 month lease with $2,999 US signing plus taxes and fees. Pay annual bias. Offers are mutually exclusive on select models. 6.9% APR for 48 months. Offers expire 12/3/23.
When your taste buds are telling you it's time for something sweet, you'll find delicious chocolates and candy at Old Gilead's Candy Counter at Grandma's Pantry in downtown Grand Rapids. Choose from a wide selection of caramels, chocolates, and gummies, and old-time vintage candies, too. Grandma's Pantry, Grand Rapids Yum Yum Shop, 24175 Front Street, downtown Grand Rapids. Make a day of it with the entire family at Grandma's Pantry, part of the shops at Carson Block.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save.
Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
21-time nominated Grammy Award winner Dwight Yoakam. Live in concert Friday, February 9th, Stranahan Theater. On sale now at StranahanTheater.com. Don't miss Grammy Award winner Dwight Yoakam live.
Hey, it's Amy Davis. If you're wondering if you need a new furnace, Tom from Wojo's can send you in the right direction.
If you have PVC running out of the side of your house for your vent, it means you have a high efficient furnace already. If it's running good, I would just have it clean and checked. But if you have an older furnace with a metal vent going out of your chimney, you'll absolutely save money, and it will pay back in a shorter period of time by putting the 90% plus furnaces in.
So how do we get a hold of you?
419-693-3220 or on the web at wojosheating.com.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save.
Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships, test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, Princess of Property for Howard Hanna Realty, K2 the Baroness, and Renee, our good time gal from the east side. All right, it's time for the food report. We got a lot going on in the food report. The new Uncle John's Pancake House. That used to be Demetrius' old stomping grounds. It's back open now.
That was the spot.
That was this. Well, it's back open.
It's not the same.
A lot of
looks really cool.
It does, and that's why it's not the same.
Clean. It doesn't have 30 years of grease.
I need it to look like somebody's grandma's house. I need that old box television that they built a whole big box and cemented it into the ceiling for. Like that's what I went there for. I went because the waitress that I had when I was 12 was the same waitress I have when I was 50. Like that, Edith.
Edith. So it's located in the old Gronkowski's, which is on Secor Road, right in front of UT. It's that strip mall. There's I think a Barnes and Noble there at the corner. So it's in
gentrified
in that strip mall. Yeah,
now it's all for hippies and Birkenstocks.
No, they took a lot of the same decorations. It looks the same.
Looks very like
it looks
up to date and like
old and up to date.
Old but contemporary. Like it looks rustic.
So it's like me if I was a restaurant.
It's like it's like they've taken it's like they took all the decorations and actually wiped the dust off them and then hung them up in the new place.
Yeah, but it looks really cool. I've never been to Uncle John's, but I feel like now I will.
I don't understand how anybody has lived their life in this area and has not experienced the all-you-can-eat pancake special.
Did you say it was like $3 or $5
on
or
like
something?
Tuesday?
What is it? How much is it?
Oh my God! Well, when I was a kid, it was 2 eggs and a chicken. But
a chicken?
Yeah, because we didn't have currency back then.
Oh,
but yeah, it was like $5. Like when my mom took me and my brother there, she knew we were there for a couple of hours.
I'm assuming the way it looks now, it's not going to be $5.
Yeah, no.
Well, and then
I don't know that he got paid a lot of money to move for. Dude, there's another.
Did you see that they're knocking down that Chi-Chi's, that old Chi-Chi's,
another,
and they're putting in another car wash.
Dude, I am so tired of these
Is that
car
on
washes.
Reynolds?
Mm-hmm.
Reynolds and Dussel.
Wow.
Yeah, there's another car wash. That's exactly what this town needs. The problem is guys, and Kelly, you probably know this. Guys with money, they're putting. This is the new thing: is storage units and car washes, because they take a little money to run. You don't have to have a lot of people, and they just love these car washes. And we're just getting car washes everywhere. It's so stupid.
Oregon got another car wash.
Yeah,
and they're
I know.
running. Actually,
Oregon needs another car.
right? It's so ridiculous. But they're offering $5 for unlimited for 2 months.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm going there Friday.
But
right.
You understand, like it's like $5 unlimited for the first 2 months, and then it jumps to like 25.
Right. No,
Right. But you
yeah.
don't have to go there.
Yeah, you can cancel it.
But here's the thing: who's going to remember? That's why it's 2 months, because 8 weeks goes by. You don't remember that you spent $5 on a car wash because it doesn't pop.
It's just like those online. Every time you subscribe to something, I always subscribe and never cancel.
I just did that in like that was one of my goals is to take away all my subscriptions, because I get suckered in all the time, and I was doing like 100 at a spa, and it was like, and it's adds up.
Yeah, and that's what they count on is like you not noticing the entire.
100%.
It took the entire corporate America or business in this country to look at what Planet Fitness was doing and go, "Wow." People just give them $10 a month and not show up.
Right. Well, and the other one too is this whole gift card scam. They say there's like they count on the businesses count on like $1 billion of like $2.22 or $1.19 or whatever's left on the card, and you're never going to spend it. Either you're never going to spend it, or you're going to spend more than the card. Either way, they win, and it's a whole scam. That's why if I buy gift cards, it's like a Visa or something like that where you can use anywhere, just like a credit card. I don't buy.
It costs $5 to activate.
Does it? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, the Visa
I
and
don't buy a lot of gift
MasterCard.
cards.
Yeah, those gift cards you have to. The person purchasing those, it's like a $4 to $5, $5.95.
Just give people cash. It's all a
Right.
scam. It's the other stuff is all a scam. By the way, I just got a text message in at 419-345-3375. OMG, they just built a car wash on Dussel right next to Tim Hortons. So this other one's going to be like a half a mile away from this first one. Dude, stop with the car washes. Come on, Toledo. Car washes, vape shops. Stop it all. All right, so more of the food report. The Perrysburg Barbecue Wars has lost a soldier. Dietz Barbecue is no more in Perrysburg. It was right there next to Panda Express and Five Guys. It was kind of right in the middle.
Look at here.
Gone.
Oregon's got something that Perrysburg don't.
What? You saw Dietz?
We have Dietz.
I was talking to Deuce. I was talking to Deuce from Deuce's Dogs last night. We're like, so is Mommy the only Dietz left? But yeah, okay, Oregon's still got a
still
Dietz.
there.
So Dietz closed, and then Dickey's right across the street.
What happened to their joint in downtown?
That's gone.
Yeah, they didn't last very long.
No,
Wow.
I actually ordered Dietz for I had to host Christmas Eve and I ordered Dietz.
I like Dietz. But anyway, Dickey's across the street has new ownership and new management in Perrysburg. So now, if you want a barbecue in Perrysburg, Dickey's is really your only choice. The problem with barbecue, like Dickey's, is I like Dickey's barbecue. The problem is when you have these kids running it, like you have these owners that aren't present. And there's so much preparation. There's so much actual cooking experience that goes into barbecue. It varies day by day. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad because you're actually cooking food. You're not just throwing a burger on a bun, and it's tricky. So I don't know. Dickey's have had good experiences and bad experiences.
Yes, tricky Dickies.
I was just getting ready to say, it's tricky.
Oh my god!
We need the song now played.
Not on the wolf.
We're so dumb. All right. Starbucks is offering $3 Thursdays and weekend BOGO deals for reward members starting today.
It ain't looking good for Starbucks.
Why?
Look, when they start rolling out this kind of stuff, it's like when you see restaurants roll out kids eat free on Wednesdays, when all of a sudden kids never ate for free, right? With the purchase of an adult, it's because business is slowing. And now all of a sudden it's buy one, get one, or we have $3 Thursdays. Starbucks has never done that.
I don't think you have to worry about Starbucks. I'm just saying, but
there's so many though,
right, maybe. Yeah.
I mean, if you go to Chicago, there's one on every corner.
Yeah, no, there is. Okay, so you know that if you've ever dealt with DoorDash or one of those delivery services, man, it's becoming a racket. Like they'll shake you. Those drivers will shake you down now. Like they'll shake you down, or will sit there.
Don't even get me. I have what. I don't know if they're in the Teamsters or they all of a sudden have decided to form some kind of crime syndicate. But DoorDashers walk into the kitchen like they're entitled to things. You got an order for Chuck. I got an order for you to get the hell out of my kitchen. How about you walk around the counter, sir?
Yeah, these guys, they think they own the place. They have. I think a lot of them are socially awkward, so that this is the job they can do. But man, it's just they will tell you, like, if you don't tip them enough, your order will sit there. Like you'll be sitting at home, you wait 3 hours and never get an order because it'll just sit there and just get cold because you didn't tip enough.
Dude, I had a DoorDasher look at me and go, "I've been waiting for this food for 5 minutes. You need to do something about this."
Well, they don't.
And
play.
I was like, "You need to calm down."
Do you for DoorDash?
You acted like you made DoorDash.
For DoorDash, do you tip before your food gets there?
Yeah.
Because if you don't, your food will not. You will not get your food because they're not gonna. I'm not doing that for $1 a mile. You want to take this 10 miles for $10? I'm not taking that order.
I love that DoorDashers are now truck drivers.
I know.
I wouldn't do that. Isn't that part of Uber? Like, you wait to the end of your service?
No. If you wait to the end of the service, your service will never come.
Yeah.
You won't be served.
You won't be served.
Well, that explains. Thank you for giving me a heads up because I feel like then you're getting gypped because if I get a good service when you bring it to my door, I'm going to tip you more.
Well, see, at the end of it,
they're just dropping it in
making sure my bag is still stapled shut.
You don't get they're gone before you check it.
Right. That's what I mean. Like, I want my bag stapled.
The reason I bring this
That
up
doesn't happen hardly ever.
Yeah, the reason I bring this up, this DoorDash crime syndicate, is because some doorbell cam audio of a DoorDasher who lost out on a cash tip, Renee, because she assumed she wasn't getting one. She had already put an angry note inside this dude's McDonald's bag, and here it is.
Hello.
Ignore it. You keep that.
Why?
Because I didn't see a tip on the app and I put a little card in there. So please keep that. I'm sorry.
No, I just had cash. Please.
It's okay. It's okay because it's okay. Thank you.
No, I overreacted, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, because what the note said, lucky for you, I didn't bother the food. But next time, consider tipping your driver.
Oh my God!
That's what she said. So she's like, "Oh, just ignore that note. I didn't know you were going to give me cash." God, they're the worst, man.
Well, I bet you that taught her a lesson.
But here's the issue, right? It's literally, if you watch, it is what a company has done. They have pitted the service and the customer against one another.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Because tipping back in the day was a compliment. It was, hey, you've done a really good job. You've done such a good job that I am now giving you above and beyond what you have asked for.
Right.
This is for you. But now companies have said it is the customer's responsibility to fulfill the other half of your wage.
Right. It's built into their business plan.
And so now the person who provides the service looks at you as if it's your responsibility because I've been told by my employer that you now have the responsibility of fulfilling the other half of my wage, because that's what he said, because he only's paying me half of what he has to, because he says you are going to give me the other half.
Right. We've created this.
And now when I don't get the half because now my company told me it is obligated to me, I'm angry at you, right. And I have forgotten what a tip means.
And you're not talking DoorDash. This is
it's the whole tipping industry.
Yeah, no, I get it.
You get angry at tables because now you feel because they have told you these people are going to make up the other half of your living wage. When you don't get it, you're mad at them.
Yeah.
You're not mad at your employer.
Nope.
You're mad at the people who you're supposed to be giving good service to, and they hold it back because they still believe it's a tip.
It's another big company scam.
Yes.
You're really going to pay someone $5 an hour and then make the customer, hey, you're going to make up the rest of their money.
If I walk by AT&T and they hire a guy and they're like, we're going to pay you half, but Demetrius is going to cover the other half. And I go, no, I'm not. You're mad at me.
You're right. By the way, I did get a text message in at 419-345-3375 about the DoorDash crime syndicate. It said, how about get your lazy ass up and get your own food?
That is true.
It's cold out. It's cold.
They're out there.
I gotta walk. My garage is around the corner from my apartment. It's a long walk to get there.
That is a real thing. I have looked out the window and been like, but it is so dark.
It's so dark. It's 4:45.
It's dark. It's too dark to leave the house.
And finally, in the food report, Popeyes is giving away free wings if a team wins the Super Bowl that involves wings, which would be the Baltimore Ravens, the Philadelphia Eagles, or the Buffalo Bills. I don't know. What about the Cleveland? What if the Cleveland Browns go all the way? How about Duncan Hines hooking it up with some brownie mix or something? I don't know. But the Popeyes is going to give out free wings if anyone with wings wins the Super Bowl.
If anybody wins,
anyone with wings. Philadelphia Eagles, an eagle.
Oh,
a raven.
Wow. Now I got it. And that's your sports report.
I don't see how anybody can make fun of Travis Kelce. He is dating Taylor Swift. Oh my God.
And one more I got to give you. They have a double Big Mac they just brought back. 4 patties. So you get 2 patties, then a bread, and then 2 more patties. It originally debuted back in 2020. It's back now.
Man, don't get me started. I'm so mad at McDonald's.
Why?
Because I got all right. So I go to McDonald's, right, and I hit the drive-thru, and I see their little flashing sign, and it says buy one, get one for $1. Right?
Yeah.
Buy a Big Mac, get a Big Mac for $1, or a fillet of fish for $1, or a quarter pounder with cheese for $1.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, that sounds like a great idea. So I get to the speaker, and I'm like, I would like a Big Mac and a Big Mac for that $1 buy one get one for $1 deal.
Right.
And they go, okay. And then I go, well, why don't you just turn that other one into a meal? And then then just give me the sandwich for $1. Right. And they were like, no.
That's a scam.
And I went like this. I said, what do you mean no? And they were like, it only works if you buy a sandwich. I went, what do you mean if I only buy it? Like, so I just have to get just a sandwich? And they were like, you can't get a meal and then the sandwich for. I went, that makes no sense.
BS. Because here's the problem. Then they want to charge you $3 for the fries and another $2.50 for the drink. Now you paid $5.80. It's not a win.
No. Oh my God, I'm still giving you more money for the thing. And then I'm like, well, maybe I can get to the drive-through window and I can reason with the guy. You'll see how dumb this is. Yes. If I just look him in the face and he can see the logic and the expression and how dumb it is.
Nope.
And he went like this. No.
Nope.
But it makes no sense. You're literally giving me a sandwich. And then it's just same concept.
I've stared at that menu and I'm like, how can I get fries and a drink out of this thing without having to pay another $6?
Dude, it was just they are just so steadfast. You cats need to guard the border. Well, they defend the deal at McDonald's. No one would get through.
I know, man. I get it. That is the food report for today.
From the Furniture Palace, 24/7 real-time traffic and weather center. I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staylor, on 1077 The Wolf. Here's your real-time traffic. There's slow traffic at I-475 southbound between Dorr Street, exit 11, and Airport Highway, exit 8. Road construction, roadway reduced to one lane at Lime City Road, both northbound and southbound between Mandel Road and Buck Road. 1077 The Wolf traffic and weather are powered by Furniture Palace. The new year is here, and the place to be is at Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down. It doesn't matter if you have good credit or bad credit. How sweet of a deal is that? Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations for you to check out: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. January is the time for a fresh start, so make sure your resolutions include that new furniture you've been needing. It's out with the old and in with the new at Furniture Palace. It's currently 32 degrees with light snow, and for your Thursday, January 11th, 2024, scattered light rain and snow showers are expected with a high of 39. And for your nighttime, the skies will be mostly cloudy with a low of 31. That's a look at your real-time traffic and weather. I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staylor, on 1077 The Wolf.
Hello, Kelly Latz, Howard Hanna, 734-308-7707. Your listing specialist. I promise great communication and expert negotiation. Last year alone, selling over $10 million, proving my unmatched dedication to my clients. If you're buying or selling, contact me, 734-308-7707, or email me at kellylatz@howardhanna.com. I would love to help you reach your real estate goals.
Skin a daily practice from brands like Osea, Lancome, and Tula. And I can shop weekly skin and wellness deals of 30% off more must-have brands. Plus, see what's new from brands like Bubble and in select stores, Sol de Janeiro and Ulla Henriksen. Hurry, event ends January 20th. Shop in store, online, or try pickup today. Ulta Beauty. The possibilities are beautiful. Conditions apply.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
Towers Armory is the premier range and gun store in the tri-state area. Our indoor ranges are warm, comfortable, and only $20 unlimited time every day. And our winter special includes everything you need for two. Lane rental, 2 boxes of 9mm or 5.56, unlimited pistol and rifle rentals, 2 targets, rental eye and ear protection, all for just $79.95. We have 14 state-of-the-art programmable ranges at distances up to 130 feet. Looking for CCW or carry training? In-house one-day classes are back and forming now. So stop in and sign up today or sign up anytime at towersarmory.com. We buy, sell, and trade firearms. If you've got unwanted firearms, stop in today for a fast and responsible way to sell your firearm. We've got over 3,000 new and used firearms in stock. The largest in-stock selection of ammo and accessories. towersarmory.com.
What's holding you back from learning the language you've always wanted to know? Too hard.
Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's lessons take just 15 minutes a day.
15 minutes isn't long.
Nope. And they're fun. So you don't realize you're learning a language, but you are. In 3 weeks, you're able to start having conversations. And Babbel's lessons are built around real life. And with Babbel, it isn't hard.
It's perfect.
Start learning a new language today. Go to Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Ask Sherwin-Williams during the January winter sale, January 12th through the 22nd, and get 30% off paints and stains with prices starting at $31.14. That means 30% off our most popular color family, blue. Psychologists have found it to be soothing and relaxing, which makes it especially great for bedrooms and bathrooms. And of course, get 30% off all of our other colors. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only.
Got to my friends over Furniture Palace, Toledo's largest locally owned furniture store. Concept simple, quality name brand furniture and mattresses you get at the major stores in town, but at the guaranteed lowest price in town. In 2024, you need to get your furniture or mattresses at Furniture Palace and nowhere else. They got that no credit needed financing, as little as $50 down. They're going to get you financed. They're going to give you the price you want, the payments you want. They just want to make sure you have the furniture of your dreams. Central Avenue, Toledo, Reynolds Road, Maumee, Woodville Road, Northwood, Navarre Avenue, Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. And coming up in 60 seconds, Steve Sleaze in the 50s, brought to you in part by Harold Jaffe Jewelers and Med One Care.
Give a gift that's special, something one of a kind. Harold Jaffe Jewelers, fine jewelry by design. When words can't show the love you feel inside. Ooh, one of a kind. Harold Jaffe Jewelers.
Harold Jaffe Jewelers, celebrating life and love since 1946 on Talmadge, across from the Franklin Park Mall.
Need a little more help in the home? You need therapy, but you don't want to go to a nursing home. Med One Care has all the answers and more. Med One Care offers home health, medical staffing, and outpatient therapy and rehab. Med One Care is the only 5-star rated home health agency in the area. Need a great job? Med One Care is hiring, competitive wages, flexible scheduling, and no mandates. Med One Care is also the Toledo Blade's top workplace to be 3 years in a row. So it's easy to see. Med One Care is the place to be. So give them a call, 419-866-0555, and tell them Steve sent you.
All right, time for Steve Sleaze.
Full of mud and sling it. It's Steve Sleaze on Andrews and Demetrius in the morning.
All right, time for Steve Sleaze on the 50s. Hey, Steve.
Hey, y'all. Hey. Oh, I love an intro. Oh, my God. I heard we just talking about fast food, and it brought it up. I thought I suppressed it. So I was in Findlay yesterday. I go to the KFC, and I'm like, I'm going to make this recipe with the KFC chicken salad. So I'm like, I got to have some KFC chicken. So I pull up to the window, and remember, it's Findlay. I go up there, and the girl goes, "Hi, welcome to KFC. Can I get your order?" I'm like, I want a leg, a thigh, and a breast. She's like, can I get your order again? What would you? A leg, a thigh, and a breast. She's like, oh, so you want a 3-piece? I'm like, bitch, don't make me get out this car, honey, and jump into this restaurant and choke you. I said, a thigh, a leg, and a breast is 3 individual pieces of chicken. What does it add up to? Sorry, sir, we just need to be clear about what your order actually is.
Well, and you can't when it comes to KFC, you can't pick your you get what you get. You can't pick your I want two because I would get all legs. I mean, the legs are the way to go.
It is the 3 main pieces of a chicken. Like what you see. Look, I want a piece of everything that you sell of a chicken. A thigh, a leg, and a breast.
I don't think they do it like that. I think you have to do like a 2 or 3 or a 15 piece or whatever, and what you get is what you get. Because we always fight over the legs in this family because they only give you 2 legs, and everyone likes legs, and it's drumsticks. It's a whole thing.
So I give you my legs. Buy extra legs.
I don't think you can.
My kids were leg people too, so I always bought extra legs.
But here's the problem: so you get a 16 piece for the family, and it's $50 now. $50 with
which
your
is crazy because you can get a whole roasting chicken for like $4.
It ain't KFC,
but so what?
I have not been there in probably 30 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure you can't swap it out because breasts cost more money?
Yeah, which is ridiculous. It is so racist.
The white meat
is more expensive, and it's dry and less flavorful. You all know the dark meat is where the party is.
Whatever, that's a mess.
It's really not a myth.
Tell me if you don't get you see a plate of white meat. You're like, ooh, you hope they got gravy. You're excited when you see thighs.
All right, so what I'm saying, Andrew, is that they're
now
happy to give you. They're happy to because you're basically losing money.
No,
if you're
they're not. If anyone has any KFC experience, I do not think you can request anything. You get what you get because they give me these like 4 of the 16 pieces are like these little nubs. I don't even know what it is. It's like a curly nub with a thing on it. I don't.
You got one of them special needs chickens.
There's like always, and there's never any meat on these things. It's like four of the pieces are losers.
But I got a chicken with a deformed wing. Put it together. Put the chicken together. Part of it was a walker.
Dude, I don't even know what these things are. Like they're round, but they've got wing to them, so they're like the wing is like folded under. I don't know what that thing is, man.
Buy your family some extra legs. They're like $1.
That is not true. 419-345-3375. Someone said you can substitute for an upcharge. Yeah, I don't think you can, but
you can. But most likely, if you
Steve said he picks his, so maybe you're right.
If you want breasts, it's going to cost you a lot more. But if you want your dark meat,
yes, I always go.
We got plenty of dark meat.
I don't like. She doesn't hear her. Yeah, she makes it sound racist. Yeah, she only has 2 tones: sexy and racist. God forbid she ever mix them up.
Okay, I think we have an official word here. 419-345-3375. You can request. They may hit you with an extra charge, but you can definitely request. And someone else said, we substitute, they said we, so I'm assuming that they work there. We substitute wings for breast for $1.25 each.
Right?
Yep.
I'm good.
Get it that
Change
way.
my word. Let's get some wings.
Wings don't have really any meat at KFC, right?
What do you mean? They got
don't you want meat when you go to KFC?
I don't like white meat. I like dark meat.
I'm saying, but wings really don't have that much meat.
Oh no, we love wings in this house. Oh my god!
Whatever.
But
we got plenty of dark meat. It's free.
Yeah,
come on in here. Welcome to Hazard County.
They said we stopped going to KFC. Kroger has better chicken and great sides. So They need a drive-through, man. If they had a drive-through, that'd be life-changing.
Kentucky Fried Chicken does have a drive-through.
No, I'm talking about if Kroger had a drive-through.
But they'd have to put it next to the pharmacy, and then people would get orders confused. You'd ask for people would need their medicine and insulin. They'd get 2 chickens.
You put your chicken in one of those containers that slides through the air.
You're just like, oh, and they come in a tube.
Pull your chicken out.
You'd have to pull it out of an envelope, slide it back in, wipe out the tube, and send it back.
Oh my God. Can you imagine the size of the tube of chicken would have to come in? Oh my God. All right, what's going on, please, Steve?
Oh my God, good times. Anyway, so the question has been answered. So I'm a big fan of, Good Morning America. And I remember back in September, October, Michael Strahan had been gone. And a lot of people were asking where's he been? Where's he been? Where's he been? Well, finally we got the answer. So I guess his daughter, Isabella, who's a freshman at USC, was having a bout with some really, really bad headaches the last part of September and October. And they were just getting worse and worse and worse. And she was throwing up. And then all of a sudden, she has a twin sister, noticed and woke up in the middle of the night and saw that there was blood all over she was coughing up blood. So they decided to get her to the hospital. Well, come to find out, she had been diagnosed with a rare brain tumor. So if you guys need to go on YouTube and watch this interview with Robin, Isabella, and Michael Strahan, because before she said she didn't want anybody to know about it, but all of a sudden she just did this whole 180, and she says, you know what? She's partnering up with YouTube, and Duke University was helping her with the treatment, and she's doing these clips on YouTube, which basically are helping people out. So you need to see this, but she's got a brain tumor known as medulloblastoma. She says, I literally think that in a lot of ways, I'm the luckiest. This is what Michael's saying. He says, I literally think that in a lot of ways, I'm the luckiest man in the world because I've got an amazing daughter. So he says, I know she's going through it, but I know that we're never given more than we can handle, and that she is going to crush this. You need to see the interview. I mean, it's just.
Go ahead, Renee.
Is this the daughter that's modeling or the other one?
This is the other one.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Thank God it wasn't the pretty one. Jesus. Oh my God. Was it the ugly one? Yeah, it was. Okay, then the world isn't losing anything. Thank God. Renee. Holy shit.
You said that, Renee.
Because we're losing beautiful people at a rate of 60 seconds a day. And if you know what that means I don't do math because I'm pretty. So what I'm saying is ugly people are surviving, and we can't have this anymore.
Too many good-looking people. And we're just losing them.
They're just waking up one day and just being dead. Oh my God! So let's stop the madness.
Jeez,
girl, you should have known that when you said it.
I didn't. I just wanted to know.
For 25 cents a day,
you can keep Stephanie in a pair of Versace. It is she's here suffering every day, waking up wondering whether or not her skincare regimen is going to be adequate.
This is Brittany.
She's suffering as well. She woke up today and didn't have a Stanley Cup.
Oh, no!
Her Jeep was missing 3 of its rubber duckies.
Oh, my God.
She has no idea whether or not her boyfriend Chad or her side piece Thad is going to remember her 1-month anniversary.
Oh, man. Poor good-looking people problems. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here as an advocate, Renee.
Yes. We are losing caps by the dozen.
So mean. I think it's so nice though how you donate Botox and I mean it's so your nonprofit is amazing.
You can see her worry, and you shouldn't be able to see her worry.
No.
Yes.
Where can I get that free Botox? Where can I sign up?
You signed up years ago, don't you?
She did, girl.
Oh my God.
Save the pretty, honey.
Save the pretty, honey.
That's the mantra.
Oh, Jesus. I can't.
It wasn't the one who's modeling, right? That face is too pretty to get a tumor. What cracks me up is Andrew found that song.
That fast.
This segment brought to you by Game Fit and trainer Nick Tomasello. You want to get
he comes in.
You want to get your training on to the next level, you need to go see Nick over at Game Fit in downtown Toledo. What street is that on, Steve?
It is on Jefferson. So if you know where Rust Belt Coffee is at, right there, it's right on the corner. You cannot miss it. It's right next to the Jefferson Loft. Parking, you can park on the street there, or you can park in the parking lot.
And the question Renee just texted me, she said, is he hot and is he white? So yes, on both.
Oh, yes.
You're good,
He's
Renee.
white meat.
You're good.
He's white meat.
Is he single?
Is he single, Steve?
She don't care about
I
that.
just need them to be single.
Just white and pretty.
Save the pretty.
I like my men like I like my clan. White and with their own sheets.
Thank you, Steve. Steve, Sleeves on the 50s brought to you by Game Fit.
From the Nationwide Auto Finance Studios, Nationwide Auto Finance has multiple ways to finance you, like our Buy Here, Pay Here program and our Credit Builder program. Check us out online at nationwidetoledo.com.
Come in for deals even crazier than mine.
This is WPFX, Lucky Toledo, 1077 The Wolf. DJ Insane.
Sun's down, night rolls in, starting all over again. Mountains up, music falls. You'll get the heart staring at the same four walls. You're out of your room and down on the street. The crowd of the midnight. The traffic roars, the sirens scream. Look at the faces, it's just like a dream. Nobody knows where to go. Nobody cares where you go. But you belong to the city. You belong to the night. There's no river of darkness. They keep the neon. When I said you knew that all security fell through the wall, it took 3 years we have to realize. 1,000 skeptics won't keep us from the things we plan. And we're clinging to the things we prize. And do you feel scared? It's not the water. And if we throw it on, let's make it better. Won't you come see about me? I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts, giving me everything inside and out. And love strange, so real in the dark. Think of the tender things that we were working on. Slow change may pull us apart. Wanna like get into your heart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me.
Never stop calling. So the spirit of the party starts to come alive. Till the day is dawning. We can throw out all the blues and hit the city lights. Cause there's music in the air, so loving everywhere. So give me the night. Give me the night. It's the time, that's wine, a little late romantic. It's a chain reaction. You see the people of the world coming out to dance. There's music in the air and lots of love everywhere. So give me the night. Give me the night. So come on out tonight and we'll leave the others on a ride to paradise. And if you feel alright, then we can be lovers, cause I see that starlight. So keep your eye. Oh, don't you know we can fly? Just give it a night.
Insane. Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top imported domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships, test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, Princess of Property from Howard Hanna Realty, K2, The Baroness, and Renee, our good time gal from the east side. All right, it's time for the Baroness's Kingdom. This is where one of her royal subjects is having an issue, and she brings it in and shares it with all of us commoners, us paupers. And Baroness, what's the issue there in the kingdom today?
So I have a girlfriend. We'll call her Esther. And
why Esther?
Esther's been dating.
That doesn't sound very hot.
Oh, she's gorgeous. I mean, of course, because I'm the ugly one in the group.
You are not.
Yeah. So,
Stop it. You're white.
Stop it. You're amazing.
You're so white and beautiful.
I guess I wouldn't be saved in Renee's story.
Just know Renee wouldn't ask the question about you. She would be like, what?
Esther's been dating a guy a few months and everything's going great in the relationship, like for the most part. However, he owns a small company, and when he was single, before he met Esther, he was hooking up with one of his lower level employees at the company. So now that's no longer going on, of course. Him and Esther are in a serious committed relationship, but this girl at work is constantly throwing like little digs and quips out there. Like Esther and this guy were going on vacation and she kind of made a comment like, oh, oh, I didn't get my airline and ticket in time. I guess you're gonna have to take Esther with you instead of me. And just like, I saw Esther out this weekend. She was with her friends at this event, and like just like little weird things like that. And then he had to give this employee her car. She didn't have her car for a day, and he had to give her a ride somewhere. And Esther was like, Esther was like, "Is this wrong? Is this wrong? Am I like is this girl in the wrong?" And I'm like, yeah, she's letting it be known that she's still available for him. That's 100% what she's doing.
It's not the fact that she's still available. It's the fact that he occasionally parks his car in her garage.
You think that's still going on?
Yeah.
Really?
Which is why she feels entitled to take the shots that she takes. Which is why he's not pushing back.
Right.
Which is why she still works there.
Okay, but why is he going home and telling her about what she's saying?
I don't know.
Esther doesn't work there, right?
No, she does not.
Yeah, he's feeding her the info because that's the only way he's getting it. Oh, Esther wanted me to take her somewhere.
Understand that our relationship is tenuous because I have people who are after me. And I tell you this because I'm going to do it under the umbrella of being 100% honest with you. Okay. And I don't want to keep things from you in air quotes. But understand when I tell you this, that I have women chasing me. It means that if you don't pay attention, I will let one of these women catch me.
I'm hot commodity.
Well, and he keeps pulling the normal guy thing. No, there's nothing there. No, she's not into me anymore. No, there's nothing.
But you're Demetrius, going with what you're saying, and I agree, is that he shouldn't be telling, if there's nothing to this stuff, he shouldn't be telling her this stuff unless he wants her to know.
What that conversation should have been, instead of just constant updates about what she said, is, hey, honey, I want you to know this lady said this to me, but what I said was, hey, I'm in a relationship. These comments are no longer appreciated. I would like them to stop immediately. But that is not what is happening. What is happening is I'm reporting back to you all these things, and I'm eating it up.
Yeah,
I want you to know that I'm eating it up. I enjoy the attention.
He's not, and like Baroness just said, it's a small workplace, and he's not shutting it down because he either wants to keep the door open, or he, like Demetrius said, he's already parking his car in that garage. Either way, it's not good. It doesn't matter which one.
Yeah, I don't like that he's going back and telling. Am I getting the story right?
No, you're right.
She works with him, and he's going home to tell Esther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stuff that she's saying about, oh, yeah, I'll go.
Right.
And my ticket didn't come in time, so you can take Esther. Ha ha ha. No, it's not. It's not. You're not trying to be funny.
Yeah,
You're trying to mark your territory still in all of the office, so they all know.
Right. I don't like that he's trying to make her basically feel jealous. Wants her to feel jealous.
Right.
And it's like, no, he should have done what Demetrius said to her to shut it down and just hush it rather than bring more. I mean, relationships are already stressful.
I don't like this dude.
Like, no.
Yeah, I don't like this dude. I don't like.
Nope.
I don't like what he's doing.
So should she
break up? Is it worth breaking up?
Well, I don't think she'll break up with him over it.
But
what's the conversation she should have about it?
If it's me and I'm in that situation, I'm sitting down with him and going, look, the banter back and forth between you two is making me uncomfortable. The next time it happens, I would like you to tell her that you do not appreciate it, and I would like you to shut it down. And then I shouldn't hear any more of these stories, because that's what should happen. Either A, he's not going to do it, and then he's just not going to tell her, which means he's going to be deprived of something because he needs her to know. Well, or B, he's going to shut it down. It'll show you how serious he is.
The other thing about that is, I even just want to know what his answer is to that. When you tell him you need him to shut it down, what does he say? Yes, I'll do it, or oh,
that's serious.
Yeah,
you do it.
Yeah,
just kidding.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be two of those responses.
If it's not that serious, then he wouldn't have went home to tell her.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, okay, so should she break up?
Yes,
she should break up.
Yes.
No, I would.
He's trying to cause drama into your relationship. It's going to go be drama forever.
He's doing it at the beginning.
I would say, look, you see, galloping doesn't always mean zebras. Sometimes it just means horses. But let's not
don't they
you're the one that said he's playing.
What analogy we're going here with?
Yeah, like what I'm saying.
I like it.
What I'm saying is, let's not jump like to an extreme conclusion before we make relatively saner choices. So let's see what this behavior is, and let's not see it go to an extreme, but just be aware of it.
I think she's going to know if she tells him to shut it down like she should. Then I think we're going to know by his reaction what the next step is. You know, I'm with Demi. You can't. I guess you can't just say break. Kelly or Renee says it's got to go. Kelly, what are your thoughts over there?
I definitely think you have to have the conversation.
Yeah.
And based on the answer, I would immediately react.
100%.
I would immediately react. Based on what he says.
I'm either in or I'm out.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that's the thing, Baron. She's got to have the conversation that he needs to shut this down with her little comments and her.
But then again, she's giving him then the option to then not tell her at all, right, where he's already brought this to the surface.
But look, he tells her because it fulfills a want and a need in him.
Right.
He needs to see that jealousy, that kind of, I'm always wondering whether or not my relationship is sturdy. He needs to see that in her. If you tell him not to, if he's not telling her, then he's not feeding something in himself, so it's going to be hard for him.
But like Renee is saying,
but that's his problem. He doesn't need to bring it into now making it her problem as well, of it worrying about what he's doing at work.
Right. Now you're right. I mean, if the beginning of the relationship, there's already this drama. Like, do you want to continue this drama? Or like you said, if now he's going to be scared to say anything, even if it says up, and now you're hiding stuff.
Because I know if John came home and told me that somebody was flirting with him at work, do you know at every work function, I would be staring that chick up and down. Like,
she'd been in the car driving there and having a
spreading across her desk.
I will tell you this, though.
It's just saying, look at, I own this office.
I will tell you this, though. She has to know her people. So if she is willing, if this is something that she is willing to have occur in different situations throughout their relationship, fine, know your people. But he obviously has an itch that needs to be scratched. And if she's okay with that, that's fine. But if this is something that she cannot deal with, then maybe Renee's right.
Maybe she needs to start complimenting him more. Maybe let me play devil's advocate, right? Just for a hot second. Maybe he's like, hey, this lady is like constantly coming on to me. She's telling me, she's making
this is a new relationship.
But so what?
He's still itching and go.
You're so hot.
No.
Is that what you're supposed to say?
Like, you're so hot. No wonder she wants
so hot. Let me feel those muscles.
Like maybe it's like because everybody needs affirmation, right? And maybe he's not getting the compliments from her that he needs. Maybe and so he's that's just me playing devil. That he's still douchey. It's still but me
You're making up excuses for him.
But no.
Devil's advocate.
I'm saying let's look at it from his perspective.
Right.
And he's a guy like you, Renee, need to be told that you're pretty a lot.
I don't.
And then lightning strikes you down. But say like and your husband knows that. He knows you need to be complimented. And all of a sudden that compliment well dries up. And now you look to have somebody else fill that compliment well. And so he's like, hey, I got this lady who's dropping compliments in my well. Maybe you want to make a couple of visits to the compliment well as well.
All right, but bottom line is he needs to. He needs either.
This is a new relationship. I can see if you've been married for years and you're trying to get that little you're letting that person know you want attention.
Some people get comfortable quick.
Whatever. 2 months is stupid.
Like Renee said, Renee said
2 months is stupid, and ugly people should get sick.
She needs to either break up. She's either break up or at least have the conversation and tell him he needs to shut it down. And whatever his answer is to that, whatever kind of vibe you get from that conversation, that you need to kick his ass to the curb or see if it's worth saving.
Agreed.
Update? You going to get us an update?
Stay tuned.
Give us an update,
we'll
Baroness.
follow up on it.
It's from Baroness's kingdom. Some of her royal subjects having some issues.
From the Furniture Palace 24/7 Real-Time Traffic and Weather Center, I'm your good time gal from the East Side, Renee Staler, on 107.7 The Wolf. Here's your real-time traffic. Slow traffic between Dorr Street, exit 11, and Airport Highway, exit 8 on I-475 southbound. Exit ramp reopened at I-475 southbound, off-ramp to eastbound, westbound, exit 4. Construction has cleared from the I-475 southbound ramp to US 24 east and westbound. Work had been scheduled through Saturday, but now it is open. 107.7 The Wolf Traffic and Weather are powered by Furniture Palace. The new year is here, and the place to be is at Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down. It doesn't matter if you have good credit or bad credit. How sweet of a deal is that? Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations for you to check out: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon. Or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. January is the time for a fresh start, so make sure your resolutions include that new furniture you've been needing. It's out with the old and in with the new at Furniture Palace. It's currently 32 degrees with light snow, and for your Thursday, January 11th, 2024, scattered light rain and snow showers are expected with a high of 39. And for your nighttime, the skies will be mostly cloudy with a low of 31. That's a look at your real-time traffic and weather. I'm your good time gal from the East Side, Renee Staler, on 107.7 The Wolf.
At Auto Finance, and I'm crazy enough to do whatever it takes to get you into a new pre-owned vehicle. To prove it, I'm getting my entire body waxed, starting with my
To be honest, Honest Abe doesn't have to get his body waxed to get you into a new pre-owned vehicle at Nationwide Auto Finance.
Wait, what?
Our guaranteed approval is enough for that.
Crazy!
Nationwide has the largest inventory of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And with great warranties available, you know they're reliable.
Plus, push, pull, or drag your current vehicle in. We take anything as trade, and cha-cha-cha! I didn't even know I had hair there.
Find out more at nationwidetoledo.com. Then experience car buying the way it was meant to be at Nationwide Auto Finance. 2121 Woodville Road.
Come in for deals even crazier than me.
Visit nationwidetoledo.com.
Hey, it's Amy Davis. If you're wondering if you need a new furnace, Tom from Wojo's can send you in the right direction.
If you have PVC running out of the side of your house for your vent, it means you have a high efficient furnace already. If it's running good, I would just have it clean and checked. But if you have an older furnace with a metal vent going out of your chimney, you'll absolutely save money, and it will pay back in a shorter period of time by putting the 90% plus furnaces in.
So how do we get a hold of you?
419-693-3220 or on the web at wojosheating.com.
Ask Sherwin-Williams during the January winter sale, January 12th through the 22nd, and get 30% off paints and stains with prices starting at $31.14. That means 30% off our most popular color family, blue. Psychologists have found it to be soothing and relaxing, which makes it especially great for bedrooms and bathrooms. And of course, get 30% off all of our other colors. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
What's holding you back from learning the language you've always wanted to know? Too hard.
Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's lessons take just 15 minutes a day.
15 minutes isn't long.
Nope. And they're fun. So you don't realize you're learning a language, but you are. In 3 weeks, you're able to start having conversations. And Babbel's lessons are built around real life.
And with Babbel, it isn't hard.
It's perfect.
Start learning a new language today. Go to Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Anjali.
Hi, it's Jennifer Coolidge. I just got an alert for a strange charge on my card.
No problem. We make sure you're never held responsible for unauthorized purchases on your Discover card. Let's see. Did you purchase something from a t-shirt cannon store yesterday?
Absolutely not. No, I already had like 3.
$0 fraud liability guarantee. It pays to Discover. Learn more at discover.com/credit card. Limitations apply.
One of the most recognizable voices in country music.
On that long black.
Josh Turner, the Greatest Hits Tour. March 21st, Stranahan Theater.
Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low.
A night filled with all the hits.
Where'd you go with
Josh Turner. On sale now at etix.com. Produced by JAC Live and Trusky Entertainment.
It's time for Taylor. It's time for Taylor right now.
It's time for Taylor Kia. Some dealers offer new vehicles at MSRP, but can they offer below invoice? You heard right. At Taylor Kia, you can drive away in a brand new Kia for under invoice. Get ready for winter with a brand new Kia Sorento third row SUV with all-wheel drive. Lease for a low $239 per month. Plus, make no payments until February 2024. Get as low as 2.9% financing on select new Kias. Listen up, Ohio. Don't settle for MSRP when you can drive brand new Kias for under invoice. And the Taylor Credit Team wants to approve you. It's time for Taylor Kia. Shop 24/7 at TaylorAuto.com or stop at one of our 3 convenient locations: Toledo, Findlay.
Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership. Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top imported domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships. Test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, Princess Property from Howard Hanna Realty, K2 the Baroness, and Renee, our good time gal from the east side. So my wife tried to drop some girl math on me yesterday.
I love
So we go to get the kids Chick-fil-A yesterday, and she decided that she needs a dessert. So she's got to get the Diet Frosty, which is half lemonade, half vanilla ice cream.
Half vanilla ice cream. So it's diet.
Is it sugar-free lemonade?
Well, that makes up for it.
I don't know. It's that. Yeah, I think they're Diet Lemonade sugar-free. I don't know, but
is the ice cream?
I don't know.
No, but it still makes it diet because it's half.
It's half. Well, that's another part of girl math. I didn't think of that part. But
if I pour root beer on my ice cream, is it diet?
If you use diet root beer,
or if you use half the can. but here's the thing. So,
I didn't think that would be girl math.
So in the app, I'm like, we don't need it. Anyway. So in the app, she gets it for free. She said, I just got that free. I'm like, no, you didn't. I said, you've spent so much money there that's a perk from spending money there. Well, I didn't pay any money for it. And I'm like, well, we could have got fries that you would have paid for. Instead, I've got that. So, like, she's trying to argue girl math. I'm like, no, you didn't get that free. I don't know.
Like free, yeah. Well,
because you got it through the app. Because you have points.
Right.
So she said you got it free, and she got it free. So she could just do whatever she wants. She can get extra desserts and do all this stuff. And I'm like, no, put that towards the bill. Because you would have bought fries. So instead, why don't you put
she could have gotten a discount.
No, but she could. Well, she could have not had to buy fries. She could have got fries as a reward.
Oh,
in the
so
app.
instead she just added on something to her
Thank
order.
you. So that's girl math, but she still saved money because she didn't pay for it. But she didn't pay for it. in subsequent in previous trips.
So a deal for me, how a deal works is if
man math,
man math. Let's go man math.
Okay.
Is if I roll up to the window and they're like, that's $25, and then I go, wait a minute. I have this little thing on my app that says if I hit this button, it's $20. And then you're like, well, yes. And I'm like, boom, that is a deal, right? Because now I was going to spend 25, but now I'm only spending 20. But if you tell me, hey, you're spending 25, and we're going to give you a diet Slurpee, I'm still spending $25. That ain't a deal.
Well, but it is because you should have been $25.02 because it should have been $2 for the Slurpee.
Yeah, I mean, Ulta, which is the makeup store, they do girl math all the time. Like I rolled up, I had like $30 worth of product. I go to pay, and they're like, "Oh, here, you get a full size mascara for that." I was like, oh, "Okay." I didn't order it. I wasn't going to order it, but I got it for free. It's a deal.
But see, in my brain, when something like that happens, and like say you give me a free diet, whatever, in my brain goes like this. It says, wow, the markup on this must be so high that it is not even, it doesn't even bother them that they can give these away, right? It says to me that it's so cheap that we can give them away, but we're charging you guys so much money for them that you think it's a deal.
419-345-3375.
That's reality.
Someone said, Andrew, it was free. And someone else said, the fries come with the meal, dummy. And another one, said, it's like people who get gas at Kroger for 97 cents. Bro, you spent $5,000 last month.
So I go to this vape shop, right? And the guy, God bless his soul, he gives you a little punch card. And it's like you get 6 punches, you get a free thing you get one for free. And he's super excited. He's like, 2 more punches, buddy. 2 more punches. 2 more punches, buddy. 2 more punches. Anything you want. Free. Anything you. I'm like, bro, I've dropped $200 in here. Like, you're not giving me anything. So I understand the markup.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to give you that punch card.
Right.
So,
but the thing about it is, don't hype me up. They'll be like, yeah, look at you,
Whatever.
See, that's because you're a man that looks at a glass half empty.
No, what I do is I look at that glass and I go, who drank the rest of my water?
You know he's giving you free lung cancer. Right. He's giving you free. Free lung cancer. Have some more vapes.
I bought John some shirts from Amazon and they didn't fit, so I sent them back, but and he's like, hey, when's that credit gonna hit the credit card so I can make the adjustment? And I said, what are you talking about? And he's like, my credit. And I go, oh, that just got credited to my account so that when I buy something, it's like, so that's like free math.
That's funny. I returned some stuff I bought for you, and I put that money in the account so I could buy stuff. So you'll be surprised how much of your stuff I'm returning.
So which means when you want to buy something else, we're going to pay for that, but not pay for my stuff.
Wait, what?
We're going to pay for your stuff, but my stuff's just going to magically appear.
Here's what girls don't understand.
free.
Here's what girls don't understand. Let's say you get Kohl's cash. Okay, if it only works if you're buying something that you would have had to already spend money on. Like if you're buying something extra, well then you haven't. I don't know how to explain this.
I know. I'll tell you. At Amazon, you can take back stuff at Kohl's. So Kohl's is like
a trap.
It's a trap. Totally. And if they're smart, sometimes they'll give you out like Kohl's cash right there when you take it back.
Yeah. So like what happens is you take back your Amazon and they give you like a $5 Kohl's.
See, yep.
But I don't shop at Kohl's. I want a $5 gift card to the bar down the street. I mean, can I do
I don't get Kohl's as an option to return.
Oh, I do.
I'm telling you, if Amazon got it really together, they would partner with TJ Maxx. Like, you couldn't get me to return something at Amazon and not walk out with something from TJ.
I agree.
You love TJ Maxx?
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference between girl math and boy math.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Boy math saves money.
True.
Whatever. Your guys' math is dumb. From the Furniture Palace 24/7 real-time traffic and weather center, I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staler on 107.7 The Wolf. Here's your real-time traffic. There's slow traffic at I-475 southbound between Door Street exit 11 and Airport Highway exit 8. There's also an accident. Right lane is blocked at I-475 southbound after exit 4. 107.7 The Wolf traffic and weather are powered by Furniture Palace. The new year is here, and the place to be is at Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down. It doesn't matter if you have good credit or bad credit. How sweet of a deal is that? January is the time for a fresh start, so make sure your resolutions include that new furniture you've been needing. It's out with the old and in with the new at Furniture Palace. Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations for you to check out: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. It's currently 32 degrees with light snow, and for your Thursday, January 11th, 2024, scattered light rain and snow showers are expected with a high of 39. And for your nighttime, the skies will be mostly cloudy with a low of 31. That's a look at your real-time traffic and weather. I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staler, on 107.7 The Wolf.
Kelly Latz, Howard Hanna, 734-308-7707. Your listing specialist. I promise great communication and expert negotiation. Last year alone, selling over $10 million, proving my unmatched dedication to my clients. If you're buying or selling, contact me, 734-308-7707, or email me at kellylatz@howardhanna.com. I would love to help you reach your real estate goals.
And more stable.
I would
in this
love to help you
economy.
reach your real estate goals.
Cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience.
I would love
You
to
can
help you
start your
reach
career
your real
in
estate
a
goals.
lot of IT pros go to school there too to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Anjali.
Hi, it's Jennifer Coolidge. I just got an alert for a strange charge on my card.
No problem. We make sure you're never held responsible for unauthorized purchases on your Discover card. Let's see. Did you purchase something from a t-shirt cannon store yesterday?
Absolutely not. No, I already have like 3.
$0 fraud liability guarantee. It pays to Discover. Learn more at discover.com/credit card. Limitations apply.
What's holding you back from learning the language you've always wanted to know?
Too hard.
Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's lessons take just 15 minutes a day.
15 minutes isn't long.
Nope. And they're fun. So you don't realize you're learning a language, but you are. In 3 weeks, you're able to start having conversations. And Babbel's lessons are built around real life.
And with Babbel, it isn't hard.
It's perfect.
Start learning a new language today. Go to Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
Kelly Latz, Howard Hanna, 734-308-7707. Your listing specialist. I promise great communication and expert negotiation. Last year alone, selling over $10 million, proving my unmatched dedication to my clients. If you're buying or selling, contact me, 734-308-7707, or email me at kellylatz@howardhanna.com. I'd love to help you reach your real estate goal.
Wildside Brewing Company and Wildside Downtown Toledo, right in the heart of Hensville, across the street from Mud Hen Stadium. Wildside Brewing Company was built around the idea that great craft beer requires more than just water, malt, hops, and yeast. At Wildside, we believe that people and pizza are also an essential part of the brewing experience. That's why we've built a brewery that is committed to community, beer, and great food. Wildside Downtown. Stop by and see what we're all about. Come share a pint and a slice.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. The ugly truth is when you buy a timeshare, you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is this never ends. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. Call 800-414-7272. That's 800-414-7272. 800-414-7272.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at
Gotta tell you, my friends over at Furniture Palace, Toledo's largest locally owned furniture store. Concept is simple: quality name brand furniture and mattresses you get at the major stores in town, but at the guaranteed lowest prices in town. If you need some furniture, Furniture Palace is the only place to go. Central Avenue, Toledo, Reynolds Road, Maumee, Woodville Road, Northwood, Navarre Avenue, Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. Coming up in 60 seconds, Steve Sleaze in the 50s, brought to you in part by Harold Jaffe Jewelers and Med One Care.
Give her gift that's special, something one of a kind. Harold Jaffe Jewelers, fine jewelry by design. When words can't show the love you feel inside. Ooh, one of a kind. Harold Jaffe Jewelers.
Harold Jaffe Jewelers, celebrating life and love since 1946 on Talmadge, across from the Franklin Park Mall.
Need a little more help in the home? You need therapy, but you don't want to go to a nursing home. Med One Care has all the answers and more. Med One Care offers home health, medical staffing, and outpatient therapy and rehab. Med One Care is the only 5-star rated home health agency in the area. Need a great job? Med One Care is hiring, competitive wages, flexible scheduling, and no mandates. Med One Care is also the Toledo Blade's top workplace to be 3 years in a row. So it's easy to see. Med One Care is the place to be. So give them a call, 419-866-0555, and tell them Steve sent you.
Play, just grab a handful of mud and sling it. It's Steve Sleaze on Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Time for Steve Sleaze on the 50s. Hey, Steve.
Hey. Is this a little better?
No, I still hear an echo. I mean, you sound great. But there's definitely an echo back there.
As long as I sound good, that's all that matters.
Of course. What's going on?
You guys, I've been following this story. I don't know if you guys have heard about this pastor, Chris Abel in Bryan, Ohio. Have you heard about this?
No.
Okay, so this Ohio pastor is in Bryan. His name is Chris Abel, and he's a pastor, and he has this church. And he has this program called Dad's Place. It's a church in Bryan, Ohio. And his ministry has always planned to have its doors open 24 hours.
We talked about
this.
We talked about this. The town, it's in the middle of town in Bryan, and the town doesn't want him there because he just takes anybody in that needs a place with a roof over their head, kind of like Jesus would do.
Yeah. How dare you guys be all Christian?
Well, so what's the latest?
So he goes to court today. So to find out exactly, so that's why I was looking on, watching the news, and they were talking about it. I'm like, how dare these people? I mean, because what's happening, there's a mission right next to this church. So he's basically taking any of
people, the overflow from that. And these people, the city council, are just butting in his business saying, because of the ordinance, you're not allowed to have those people in your church. He's doing God's work. Come on, what are you doing?
I know. And I think what it is, it's the businesses of Brian. They don't want homeless people all strewn on the streets. And I don't know.
Well, where are they going to go?
And it's 30 degrees outside. Where are they going to go? Obviously, that's not their first choice, so they have nowhere else. So, man, dude, he's doing God's work. Settle down, Brian.
Look, it was
down.
First of all,
it was all nice before Christmas, but now Christmas is over. Let's be bitter and hard again.
Well, the town is called Brian. I never known anyone Brian. Person or town that's got any compassion whatsoever.
Any town named after an actual person, like a regular dude,
I know,
like Brian or Chad,
whatever. Brian, you want homeless people around your town. Brian,
nobody ever goes. I live in Stewart, Vermont.
If we could get pictures of the homeless, I'm sure Renee would be willing to help out the good-looking ones.
Yeah.
Potential.
We're gonna need to hose you all down to see which ones are acceptable.
Honey. A little dab will do you. Put it on. Let's go.
So ridiculous.
All right, what's going on, Steve?
Well, you guys, the picking of Matthew Perry's bones has officially begun. Yes, Britain's not always reliable. Daily Mail tabloid says Matt was abusive to women in the years before his death. Here we go. So apparently back in February of 2021, his fiance, Molly Hurwitz, dumped him, supposedly because he bought a Valentine's gift for a woman he met on a dating app. And according to a so-called source, he threw a coffee table at her because he had, quote, terrible abandonment issues. So Matthew also had a sober companion living with him, but she quit in March of 2022 after he allegedly had a meltdown, pushing her into a wall and then throwing her onto a bed. Neither woman has confirmed these allegations. Repeat, neither women have confirmed these allegations.
So why are they trying to
scummy.
bury him while he's already buried?
I know, it's so scummy. It's like, let that story go.
Right. There's nothing you can do. You can't
even defend himself.
Right.
All right.
So rude.
I know. What else?
There used to be a time
picking of the bones.
Yeah.
When when journalists were respectable, right? It was just the man's dead, and let's just leave sleeping dogs lie. They wouldn't take pictures of a president above his weight. Like Truman, when he was in a wheelchair, like you'd never see that because they didn't want to embarrass him.
Although, what did they say about Epstein?
Christ.
He's dead.
He's a pedophile.
That's true.
I think there's certain people who should be like, you should, like, if it starts with PED and doesn't end in matrix.
And it ends in a file.
Yeah. Anything that ends in a file, I think is bad.
This was brought to Epstein's attention before he died, right?
Yeah. He was already in jail. Yeah. That's a good.
They have to.
He knew.
Excuse me, sir.
Do you know you're a pedophile? Well, I had no idea. Oh my God! All this time I just thought I like tiny people.
I'm saying, like,
I thought it was a little person to file.
Yeah. I thought it was a dwarfophile.
You'd have to kind of finish what you started.
I guess you're right.
But
that's a good difference.
Like, if they had an issue with Matthew Perry, they should have brought it
while he was alive.
I
agree. What else, Steve?
Exactly.
Don't dig him deeper.
So Aaron Rodgers has been bounced from ESPN's Pat McAfee show, and Pat doesn't have a problem with that. So on yesterday's show, he said Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays season 4 is done. There will be a lot of people that will be happy with that. He says himself included, to be honest. With the way it ended, it got real loud. I'm happy that this is going to be my mentions going forward, which is great news. He also adds that he was lucky to have Aaron on the show, but some of his thoughts and opinions piss off a lot of people. And I'm pumped that there is no longer going to be every single Wednesday of my life, which it has been for the last few weeks.
Yeah, he's done with
I watched that interview after Jimmy Kimmel came out with his little thing. And then I watched Aaron's response on the Pat McAfee show.
Yeah.
And it was unhinged at times.
Yeah, it was. And I think it pissed McAfee off because he went for like 10 minutes. He went off on Fauci and the vaccines again. And McAfee said, I don't want my show to be about all this. My show's sports.
And he's like, we're dumb dudes who drink and cuss and talk about sports.
Right.
And you're out here talking about stuff that you said you researched.
Yeah. Your brain is all concussed.
Yeah. I've written like 2 articles.
All right. What else, Steve?
Oh my gosh. So Shannon Doherty blames Kevin Smith's mall rats for killing her film career. Now, even though the movie now has a cult following, it only made a little more than $2 million at the box office with a budget of $6 million. Now, Shannon says people literally thought that I was carrying the movie. So therefore, it was a box office failure. It was completely on me. So there was no film career after that, which was a little brutal. She says, I really thought Mallrats was going to kick me into that gear of making movies. She actually said to Kevin Smith on an episode of her podcast. And Kevin apologized to her because he generally thought the movie would do well since the head of Universal Studios at the time predicted it would make $100 million. So there's the blame,
Mallrats.
I
girl.
did love Mallrats, though.
Did you?
That's a fun movie.
I've never seen it.
Really?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, I love Mallrats.
Dude, I was a mall rat back in the day. I mean, I need to go see it. I loved hanging out at the mall, man. We would take the bus.
Everybody did.
Take
That's
the bus.
what you
We'd
did.
be there all day.
You know what else I enjoyed? Ice cream socials.
What?
Since we're being old.
Like what?
No, like I remember going, and I wouldn't tell my mom like why I'm going, but it was basically to see all the Facet and Eisenhower junior high boys that I was like, oh my god, they're the hottest in the.
Yes, honey.
So I would hang out at the mall too,
Yes,
Andrew.
I know. I love the mall.
Didn't you stretch out a $20 bill back then, honey? You could eat, play some games,
dude.
Everything on $20.
My mom would drop us off at Disneyland like all day. Like they open at 9. She'd drop us off at the parking lot at 8 a.m. and she'd pick us up at midnight when they closed. And she gave me a 20, and that lasted all day, including getting in.
You know how funny it is to think that like that entire time that you guys were in Disneyland, there were people who thought your mom had no children.
All right, thank you, Steve.
All right, kids, we're gonna work on this problem next.
All right,
Okay, let's go.
That is Steve's sleaze on the 50s, brought to you in part by our good friends over at Game Fit Gym. You need to get fit, get over to Game Fit. Okay?
From the Nationwide Auto Finance Studios, with an above-average Google rating, an A-plus BBB rating, and 27 years in business, why shop for a car anywhere else? Visit nationwidetoledo.com to learn more.
Come in for deals even crazier than mine.
This is WPFX, Lucky Toledo, 107.7 The Wolf. Nominated Grammy Award winner Dwight Yoakam. In concert, Friday, February 9th, Stranahan Theater. On sale now at StranahanTheater.com. Don't miss Grammy Award winner Dwight Yoakam.